So fun.
Those darn fantasies.
I'm having so much fun playing.
I know, this is why I stopped playing all those years ago, because every time I picked somebody, they would never do anything. Or they would be benched or something. I don't know.
Hey, we're live! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. The only podcast where the secret fourth member is the Mexican alien. That's right, Mexico. We want our fourth guy back. That guy you have that you're showing around as an alien, that's our friend.
Did he just make a racist joke?
No, he's talking about, well, the alien itself was found in Mexico. I know what he's talking about. You've probably seen it. If you just type in, maybe not Mexican alien, but type in alien in Mexico, you'll find the alien. It looks like a mummified kind of like alien. And it's just like laying there and everything.
Yeah, that's our fourth guy. He helps me edit.
Looks like he was off the he looks like he was off the edibles that we were just talking about. He looks just.
That's what happens after.
Yeah, that's what edibles do draw you out. So
let me just have one.
Like, I would imagine this getting hit with unlimited void or infinite void. All the information coming to you. You become Einstein, but you can't vocalize your knowledge. And it just comes out as dude. Like, yeah.
I can see the walls are like talking to me. Hello.
Carp, hello. Decrepit Storm, hello. How's everybody doing? This is the King of Anime podcast. We confirmed aliens long ago. Nobody listened. So, yeah. I'm one of them.
Look where they're at now. They're all dead. That's why they're not watching. All the people watching right now are the only people left on Earth.
the 9.
Number 9. 9.
9.
What is good, Decrepit Storm? What is good, Carp? What's good, Mano Z? What's
well, he doesn't.
We care. Know you. I want to say he don't care because who cares about a forgettable show?
Yeah. He is the most laid back guy ever. He doesn't care about anything.
He doesn't care about taxes.
Wait,
10 people? Oh, it's one person alive. One baby just born.
Decided I will no longer be paying taxes. What are they going to do? Tax me more?
That's him.
I don't agree with that sentiment. I pay all my taxes at all time. Government.
Lightro in the chat says, everyone dead? I better run outside naked. Wait, why is that the first thing you want to do?
Go ahead.
I mean, that's what happens in Zom 100. When a zombie apocalypse happens, you just gotta whip your junk out.
But to be fair to that guy, he has a decent sized ass. So. You can't just look like you gotta have the right body type. Pretty sure.
Speaking of edibles, his ass. The zombies want to eat it all the time.
I love how in Zom 100, when that one guy gets naked, everyone's just kind of casually accepts it. They're like, they don't around him.
They don't really think less of it. I mean, sometimes he's just right naked next to them, and there's no real reaction towards it. It kind of reminds me of how by the end of Kill La Kill, there's a scene where almost literally everybody's naked, and it doesn't feel out of place. It doesn't feel like fan service being pandered to you. It just feels like,
Are you talking about the very last scene where all their clothes are
basically the last episode?
I mean, to me, that's more symbolic than anything. They shed their clothes, their chains, and everything, and now they're free.
But that's the thing about it, because in the beginning it's very appalling. Just when Ryuko or anybody else is half naked, then by the end of it, characters are full on naked, and there's just really no reaction. Probably because they ain't got no nipple. I don't know why they don't have nipples.
And
She said
their
he
nipples
ain't got
shine
no
purple.
nipples.
Oh, except for that one guy that has nipples. He's the only one that's allowed to have nipples. The one teacher who strips.
Was that a Kevin Hart reference? She ain't got
Yeah.
no nipple.
There you go.
That's probably one of his best jokes where he has to repeat what his mom said to the teacher. And it's like, you said too many F words. He's like, tell her I'm going to beat her ass. Okay, I'm going to say this. My mom said to tell you to beat your mother. It's like, says all these words. Oh, he said she ain't got no nipple. Oh, that's great.
Well, I guess it is time to get into the news. We got a pretty downer topic this week. Hate to see it to happen to any show. Even though I don't like it, I think it's ridiculous. Because I think... Well, let's go ahead and get into the topic. But...
Since you said that...
Actually, there's two topics. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's two depressing topics.
One more than the other, I'm pretty sure. At least for me personally. But first bit of news, since we already talked about it briefly. Zom 100 is being delayed indefinitely, meaning that we don't know when the next episode is going to air. Kind of that's perfect. Kind of the Nier situation. Basically the same thing was going on with Nier. Not same situation, but same indefinite hiatus. Honestly, I don't even know if we get an episode this year. If we do, maybe by December, because delaying something indefinitely is a big deal. Because I've seen shows say, let's take a month off. Let's take 2 months off. I've never really seen too many shows that say, we don't know when's the next episode going to be. So that's a little concerning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which it's weird though, because it should be a little more hope considering this is an adaptation of a manga. Now with Nier, that's an adaptation of a game, so it may be a little harder. Or if it was an anime original, then it'll be even more harder. But you would think it wouldn't get to this point, but looks like Shav leaving was a It seems like with Shaft leaving, it put a big hole in them.
Yeah.
It's
it's a shame.
my ex-wife.
You already have an ex-wife? How old are you?
Yeah, Vlad and Lena had to break his heart.
What? Okay.
Through Saber and all these other women.
You just can't stay down with one woman.
Listen.
Nope.
I've already defended myself from the accusations successfully, by the way, multiple times in the court
Not
of law.
at all, sir. Not at all.
Even public opinion states that I'm innocent and that you two are criminals.
No, that doesn't happen at all.
Yeah, apparently there's a
bounty. You just rewrote history.
There's a bounty out for both of you. 100 million belly each. Y'all fucked.
I think I should be worth a little more.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I should go
a couple more.
Raise my bounty a little. Second.
Yeah, but as for my opinions on the Zom 100 delay, I think it's unfortunate because there are definitely fans who were looking forward to this series being adapted. And it sucks that Shaft pulling out and really I don't know what the hell's going on with Shaft right now, but it seems that they're not doing well at all. So, but the fact that this new studio now has to deal with this entire production, I mean, it makes sense why we're seeing this indefinite delay. I think we're going to see it to completion. I can't see them abandoning it because this series was popular enough. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I think it's going to continue on because I think they know they can get some money out of this. And frankly, I think they do need to deliver on the promise. This isn't like that one anime from 3 or 4 years ago that they stopped production entirely and just didn't finish it. Maybe that's like a year or two ago, actually. This is this is worth adapting. So we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, and it's only 3 episodes. But to answer the Crepus Storms question, well, I think C would know this a little better, but I'm pretty sure those episodes of 86 didn't come out and say those episodes were, or they were on indefinite hiatus. From what I remember, it was just these episodes are going to be till like I think it was like 2 seasons later or something like that.
Yeah, it was like 2 seasons. So
it was both good and bad. Remember when those episodes came out, Sasuke, and how he put Vlandalita's face on everything?
Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was horrible. I literally noticed it and was like, dude, look at the screen.
I was scared.
I mean, the thing with 86 though is that the context behind that is Aniplex and being crunching A1 Pictures, which they did with Nier Automata. That's why Nier Automata was delayed indefinitely. It's because of fucking Aniplex. Go figure. This one though, it seems to be sort of not sabotage, but might as well be sabotage by Shaft. So
yeah, they definitely got shafted for sure.
They pulled the Shaft pulled out at the wrong time.
Yep, they sure
prematurely.
Oh yeah, it was awful indeed. Well,
Storm said as long as we don't get something like the Wonder Egg Priority Special.
Oh fuck! Please,
it was special. It was special for sure. I definitely remember it.
40 minutes.
The running in place treadmill animation. God.
Right. That, and also, well, she's not my friend, so I ain't gonna help her. Fuck her. I was literally shocked when I heard that answer. I was like, what happened to the power of friendship? This is not an anime.
You're not my friend, but you're not my friend.
Oh, God.
Even better. Even better.
I still have to watch you guys' podcast on Rent a Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
I didn't watch it last week.
It's all good. Me and Rising talked about it, and you'll definitely want to tune in this Saturday, because C will come back for that one. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Should be
but besides Design 100 news, this is more sad to me because this is a site I've viewed many times, maybe like a couple dozen times. So Right Stuff is being shut down after being acquired by Crunchyroll. So all their all their items, all the stuff that they sell are going to move to Crunchyroll. This doesn't sound bad on the surface, but just thinking about it a little is really bad. I mean, Crunchyroll, first I should explain Right Stuff for people who don't know what Right Stuff is. So Right Stuff sells a lot of anime, manga merch, manga, anything to do with anime and manga. You could find stuff like that on Right Stuff. And it was a pretty good site.
Old song?
No, it's not
You got the right stuff. Sorry, I had to continue.
It had great deals. It was practically a deal every time. It was a really good site, and with it going over to Crunchyroll, you could probably kiss all those deals goodbye. It's never good when things are monopolized. So,
yeah, save 5% on this $500 figurine. Exactly. That's what it's going to be now. There's your fucking deal.
Oh, Lord.
Or you can go to Tenmu. That seems to be the new thing now. Go to Temu to get a 3D printed figurine for $5.
somehow they made Wish even worse. That's what Tenmu is.
I didn't know how that was even possible. It's crazy, and I only know of Tenmu because of the Super Bowl commercial, and my son buys stuff from there, and I've seen some of the figurines, and I'm like, how much you pay for this? And he tells me, and I'm like, it looks so good. I have to lie to him, you know.
I love it.
It's as you're clenching your teeth. It's so good. Oh.
But yeah, this whole Right Stuff thing is ridiculous. I was turned on to Right Stuff by Bob Samurai, friend of the channel. He recommended it to me because there was a lot of great deals on the site, and I was even sponsored by Right Stuff at one time. So that's actually my first sponsor was Right Stuff. No, maybe it was High Dive. It was High Dive and then Right Stuff, my second sponsor. And so it really sucks to see them go. And to me, this is surprising in a bad way because Sony, who owns Crunchyroll, they bought Funimation. They're trying to, and they are successfully monopolizing the anime industry. The CEO of Sony himself said that he wants to unite all of the anime streaming sites under one banner. This is his initiative, and the reason it's getting by is because regulators consider anime streaming services to be the same as Amazon, Netflix. So they consider all those the same thing, but in reality, it's really not the case here. They're monopolizing an entire industry, and they're, quite frankly, getting away with it. And this shutting down of Right Stuff is only yet another example that Sony wants to make Crunchyroll the premier brand for all anime. And I wouldn't be surprised in the future that is how the series is marketed as. The premier place to watch all of your anime. This is why I recommend people, if you want to see this merger, this merging to not go through, it's time to pony up. It's time to subscribe to High Dive. It's time to subscribe to all these alternative anime streaming services like Retro Crush. Because if you show your support right now, these sites will not have to sell in the future. And I'm afraid High Dive is the next one on the list. Of course, that will be buying another entire corporation in Sentai Filmworks, which is definitely possible. I hope it doesn't happen. High Dive has great shows on there, like Oshinoko, for example, so go check that out. But yeah, this is a very, much like the Funimation acquisition, this is a very ominous day for anime in general. And Right Stuff was so cheap, and you could get so much awesome, quirky, strange, weird stuff. Their packaging was awesome. Just a great service all around. So for me, at the very least, very sad day.
Yeah. I regret that I never ordered. They had like this thing where you could it's basically like a mixed mystery box
Loot Crate
that you could get. Yeah, and I regret not getting that because I'm sure they'll probably get rid of that on Crunchyroll. The mystery box is going to be where the fuck did you spend your money at?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want a mystery box? It's a mystery why you didn't pay me.
It's a mystery why you pay for this stupid shit. It's going to be a note in there just say, I gotcha.
With a finger pointed. That's right.
But yes, hate to see it. You know, they made with Sony like owning a whole bunch of streaming sites, they may try to make it seem like a good thing, uniting everybody under one banner by saying, "Oh, now you don't have to subscribe to all these different sites." But whenever you have a monopoly, they make the rules. and you had to abide by them. Look at anything that is monopolized and any like beyond anime and manga, just like NBA 2K, for example, which
Madden
Madden is awful. Which are the premier games when it comes to the respective sports of basketball and football, and because they know they don't have any competition, there's no strive to do better because they know at the end of the day, if people want to play a basketball game or a football game, they have to go through them. When it gets to that point, and there is one single entity that is offering a service or is giving you a product, that's what you get.
Yep.
We scored. Or
touchdown Tampa. It's that's another one. Lightning Disney, even though Disney's kind of not doing so well lately. You know, they kind of bought up a little too much more than they could chew, and now their stocks are plummeting. It's like, way to go. But yeah, man, God, I would love another NFL Blitz game. I would love another one of those.
Oh, one of like NFL Street, you know, one of those fun. Like,
NBA Street was the shit.
I feel like with sports games in particular, we don't have a lot of fun games anymore. They're
simulators.
Pretty. Yeah, we don't have the like Blitz the League was a fun game. It was a game where you could just like
love.
It was like Mortal Kombat almost. Mortal Kombat meets NFL. Yeah. NFL Street was just like. It wasn't focused on a football play aspect. It was more so like doing something different, like just trick stuff, like backyard football, that type of stuff. We don't have that.
I love the whole how you would rough people up even after, you know, the person would like get a first down or even whatever, get sacked. Yeah, you just continue to pile on them. I love it. It's like, hello, can I get some protection here? Then you throw them. That shit was so much fun. I would love a modern day NFL Blitz with the same like new graphics, but like the old school play to where you can just chuck people across. That would be $1 million idea, but it will never happen because you got to play Madden.
Yeah, ugh. or EA FC Football 24.
Oh, FIFA.
Yeah, the new FIFA.
Those things are always popular in Europe for some reason.
It's just really big over there culturally, but we need to bring back those stylistic sports games that really, really weren't sports games. They were just kind of just really good arcadey experiences.
Oh yeah, good arcade, fun time. NBA Street was fun too. That was a good one.
Yeah, and you never see the NBA do anything like that anymore. So,
no, the only thing that comes remotely close, believe it or not, is Nintendo with their Mario games. Like they'll do a unique take on baseball and football. Well, not football, but soccer and stuff. That's the only thing that kind of comes close. But Nintendo, you can only play those games so many times.
Nintendo was smart to separate themselves from PlayStation and Xbox.
Not if Phil Spencer has anything to say about it.
Phil Spencer calls up Miyamoto and you just hear him yell, "Gaming."
Well, I will leave with my last bit of news because I have some surprise news. Season 3 Konosuba trailer release. Not that long ago, and it's been confirmed it's coming out 2024. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the spring because it always comes out in the spring or winter.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it's going to be on here. We're going to talk about it. Season 3.
I'm excited. Can't wait.
So QRW6 mentioning Def Jam. It's funny because I played that game just last week and I beat it. I had fun playing that game. That was really
a rap fighting game, right?
Yeah, it had all the rappers. It had Joe Budden on there.
Yeah, that was
Ghostface Killer.
That
it's pretty fun, just to
Yeah.
play as those different rappers too.
And then it's their real voices too. That's what the fun thing about it.
Mhm. Has a little story to it. It's very easy to get the grasp of. It's not really anything complicated as far as combos or anything of the sort. But I think that is sort of an appeal in of itself that is not like Street Fighter or Tekken or one of those games to where there's a learning curve or anything like that. Anybody can jump into Def Jam and have fun with it. Little brother can get on Def Jam, fight for New York, have fun with it. Doesn't matter.
I'd love to the graphics. Maybe do some Mortal Kombat X-Ray whenever you're like Fat Joe.
Problem is that with all those different rappers, they're gonna, maybe back in the day, it's kind of like the rappers would say, "Oh, you're making a video game about me?" Oh, like, yeah, sure. I'll go in the studio and do my voice. But now it's more so, it's going to take a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of people, they could get away with it before because a lot of people may not have known their worth, or it wasn't like having your own video game. That was a big appeal. Now people look at it like, why do I need to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They got to bring back 50 Cent Blood in the Sand.
I loved that one game, True Crime Streets of LA. And when you unlocked it, you could play as Snoop Dogg, and you get to catch people in your lowrider. It was all purple.
That was the last game I played on my PS2 before switching over to 360 and stuff.
Yeah, that was a super fun game. You could say, "Oh, that was a GTA clone." It was fun.
This is great.
I don't care what anybody says.
You could drive so fast that the world would start to deload.
Oh yeah, good times. I miss those old school games sometimes.
Yeah, had a certain mystique to them. But I guess it is time to get into our first anime of the evening, and that is Zom 100, episode 9.
Also, thank you, 15 people coming to watch us.
They wanted to see the downfall of Zom 100. He said, "It's dying."
Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't. We do this every week.
Oh yeah, definitely subscribe. Every Monday we cover new anime, and a new season's coming up soon. So you definitely want to see what we're going to cover.
Wait.
Not to mention our Nakama Club, where EA is going to, I'm sure, pick something very interesting for us to watch.
It's under wraps, but I'll surprise everybody.
Oh, wow. Are you going to bring it out like the Mexican alien? It's going
to be zooted
in front of the government?
No, it's not going to be anything like that. If anything, I'm just gonna tell you guys in the chat, in the King of Anime chat. I'm gonna be like, "You guys want to watch this?"
Yeah, I mean, it's coming up next week. We'll have a whole, we'll have different show. I mean, we're in the new season now.
That's crazy. But Hisaki, how he said earlier, these are the last people on Earth. Everybody's having babies.
Everybody had a baby.
This podcast, it makes people pregnant. That's all I can say.
We are. I mean, look at us. We're specimen.
But make a statue, a street statue. But make sure my penis is larger than what they usually get.
Make mine the length of my arm.
Oh my god. Swinging around like an elephant trunk.
Oh, gigantic penis. Anytime he'd get a boner, all the blood would go to it.
I'll literally just flip it over my shoulder and be like, "Sup, guys?"
Figure Guts. You're that one meme of Guts where he just has the Dragon Slayer as his dick. It's too thick to be considered.
Oh god, Decrepit says KOA is now Monopoly.
I have announced that here right now that we have acquired Trash Taste.
Oh damn. That's a big one.
They are now joining the KOA family. and they are only exclusive on KOA podcast pass, $9.99 a month.
All right, I just want Joey though. Just Joey.
Yeah, I don't know if I can deal with Hollow's brother. Doesn't Giguk and Hollow kind of look similar?
Not just
That's a look.
similar.
I gotta look at them side by side.
They're the exact same person.
It's just one speaks with a British accent.
Hollow, Hollow also looks like the lead singer of oh god, what is that band? They were in Dragon Ball Z. Fuck. The House of Flies is one of their songs. Yeah, you would know.
Deftones?
Yeah, Deftones. He looks like the lead singer of Deftones.
Okay. I think is it Chino?
Yeah, Chino
Yeah.
or something like that.
Let me double check because I think Chino. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he kind of looks like that. Chino's a little bigger now, but I'd say Hollow is a skinnier version of Chino.
That's funny.
All right, Zon 100. So we're in it. We building tree houses now. We didn't have sex like I thought we would building tree houses because I thought it was gonna be one of those situations where they got in the treehouse, they got trapped because zombies are all around them, but honestly, the treehouse stuff wasn't that relevant to the other things that happened in the episode because I think more interesting things happened this episode. And the treehouse thing just felt sort of like filler now, looking back at it.
The only thing I can possibly think of with the treehouse thing is that it was supposed to show the old man and how he lost his son and wife, and like maybe it kind of like made him more sentimental for him wanting to be to find his parents and whatnot. And I'm thinking maybe that was the only thing. I did also notice that Kensho once again was bare naked sliding down a wooden slide.
Splinters in his asshole, splinters in every pore of his ass. Cheeks are made of steel.
Like he's got splinters on it right there in his taint and everything else. I just could you imagine?
My ass has been through more. It's experienced the founding of a lifetime.
My ass is very edible and splinter proof.
Because I looked at that and I was thinking, wait, did they make a water slide? And I was like, no, this is just pure wood. So he just has wood to ass.
I don't think he's ever going
to
get wood again.
He's going to get wood again in his ass or on his ass.
Wait,
one way or another. It will happen.
Not the splinter.
It will happen.
Oh shit. But yeah, that part was. I agree. It was very random. The episode was called Treehouse of the Dead, and we get 2 minutes of the treehouse, and it's like later.
Yeah, the treehouse didn't matter. The only thing I could think of with the treehouse being built is that maybe the village is going to go through some adversity, and because of that, people will have to retreat to the treehouse. So they're setting the foundation of a new sanctuary. That's the only thing I could really think of as to why we focused on that for the amount of time that we did, because it was the first part in the episode, and like you said, there was a connection drawn between this guy missing his family and Tendo also missing his mom and dad. But for the amount of time we focused on them, probably like 7-8 minutes, it didn't really seem all too necessary for you to do that because you could have did it in a different way. But yeah.
I actually really like the treehouse part. Just because I think it is going to pop up again. I think Satsuki's probably right. I think that's where the people are probably going to go to if it's not Walking Deaded by the end of the last episode. But yeah, I like the whole like Tendo learning how to be more mindful. Mindfulness is something I figured out, I think around this time last year and was introduced to. So it's something I like. I really really love it when shows explore topics that I'm personally interested in like that. And I like how the old man's like, you gotta like pay attention to the forest and stuff and be mindful of where you're building the tree house and what's underneath it, so you don't like, you know, ruin any ecosystem that's there or whatever, because, you know, you are building in, you know, a forest and stuff. And I just really enjoyed that message. And I thought, I mean, I really honestly, I think this was just a vehicle to get Tendo to think about his parents and then wander around for a bit and then suddenly find his parents out of nowhere. This is where I think the episode kind of lost me. But yeah, I really liked the treehouse part. I really liked.
So let's go to where it lost you at. Where did it lose you at in the episode?
The whole parents thing. I felt, and then really honestly, it's the neat dude who looks like.
Let's not talk about him yet. Let's just focus on the parent thing, because the neat thing I feel like is a different section, because I have my own thoughts with that too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for the parents, I felt like it came sort of a little out of nowhere, and as well, I felt the whole like, oh man, he's got a cut on his palm and he's gonna turn into a zombie. Didn't they establish? Now I could be wrong with this. I guess so. I'm gonna ask you guys: if you get bit, don't you turn like almost immediately in this world?
No, well, okay,
not necessarily,
because they varied it. It's been situations where somebody's gotten bit. Because remember, there was one episode where Kencho slept with the girl when they were like in this place and they were all drinking together. Mm-hmm. And one of the girls, the woman was a flight attendant, and there was a guy in there who already had been bit, and he was bit the entire time. And in that time, Kencho and Tendo were talking to the girls, you know, having fun with them, drinking. Kencho and the one woman had sex, and then he turned in the middle of it. So this show has never been consistent when it came to the zombie logic. And that's sort of an issue I have. But I don't think it's a bite that he has. I think he's just dying. Now, they have not established whether or not if you die of natural causes that would turn you into a zombie. That they've never explored. Yeah, from all the zombies we've seen, it's been bites or something of that nature. We haven't really seen what happens if somebody dies of natural causes, because like a zombie logic works in different ways. So it could be if you die, you turn into a zombie. So yeah, that could be a thing.
Yeah, because when it comes to zombie bites, it just depends on how much they bite you. Like, because what it is, it's a virus and it just spreads throughout you, whatever. But if you grab it and cut off the wound and everything out, you can beat it before it spreads. But then there's other ones like this where apparently you can have it for half a day. And then you conveniently become a zombie when you're in between the legs of some drunk lady. Which,
oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was the time I got caught watching this show with my girlfriend. But yeah, the parents are very, I don't know. Like, they don't seem like they're happy to see their son. You know what I mean? Like, it's the zombie apocalypse. They're just like, they didn't know he was dead or alive. And then just stop you crying.
Little baby back bitch, get to work.
Right. Get that hoe out there. And I'm talking about I'm
not talking about Shizuka.
No, I'm talking about the thing you use for farming. You're gonna get that and get to work. And I was like, and I get that the father is a very, he never shows emotion. That's what they're trying to kind of lay across.
He's stern, but he cares.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like I've always hated that trope. For once, I would like to see a dad give a shit about their kid. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think the reason I hate that trope is, well, I guess that's the whole thing because it's predictable. It's not it being predictable in its essence that I hate. It's just that with this particular thing, it's just waiting for the reveal that he actually gives a fuck. You know what I
Right.
mean?
right.
It's more than just being predictable. It's kind of tiresome. We already know that by the end of the day, he's probably going to have a heart to heart with his dad, and he's going to spill his real feelings on his son. Because from what I can see of it, Tendo is trying extra hard to repay his quote unquote debt to his parents. And EA, you're a parent, so you can speak more about this than you're more qualified than we're to talk about this. But
Sure.
as a parent, I don't think you would think that your kid is indebted to you.
No, not at all. Like, if anything, a way for my son to, like, if he wanted, how can I ever repay you? Just live your life and don't, go to jail. That's a big one. Don't go to jail. Don't mess up your life. That's how you can repay me, is live a happy, fruitful life, meet somebody you love, and have a family.
Yeah.
Let me be part of it.
Yeah, and that's how most good parents would think about it. And I'm sure Tendo has good parents, so they will probably think about it in the same way because Tendo's trying to do chores, he's asking where he can help. And I think they can see through that he wants to repay a debt and there's no real debt to be owed. So when it comes to the story beats, it seems like it's going in an obvious direction, and I'm kind of just waiting for things to unveil itself so we can kind of just get past it.
Yeah, because that's being a parent in a nutshell. It's a thankless job. You gotta go through some questionable things sometimes, and you have your high points and your low points. But at the end of the day, if your child turns out okay, there's how can I ever repay you? Live your life. Don't live in regrets and be happy. That's how I look at it. or if you raise your kid to be some sort of like NFL star, get drafted first round and buy me a house.
Yeah, break me off a piece of that bread. I changed your diapers, remember?
Right. I went to every Pee Wee game.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't imagine being a sports parent. Oh man, because I would definitely try to push my kid into sports. A keyword try. They don't have to do it, but I know that's like a taxing thing. Just me being in sports myself, I know how demanding that stuff is, especially when like your parents are working, of course. But yeah, that's it with the family. But the NEET. How do y'all feel about it? I'll give my opinion last. How do y'all feel about the NEET?
I guess I'll just be quick about it myself. I saw where they were going with it when they basically were showing like the parallels with them saying, "Oh, we have another person that is happy that the world has ended." What I hated was they also gave him a goddamn notebook.
It was so forced.
It really was. I was like, why does he have to have a notebook? Why can't he just be somebody that's happy that the world is ending and he's going to be evil as fuck? Because when there's chaos in the world that's going to be like that, of course there's going to be people like him.
Yeah, it's opportunist.
There's not going to be people that are going to try to rebuild society for the better. There's going to be arbiters of chaos, and they're going to do whatever they want because they feel like they can get away with it because there's no rules or laws. So I was interested, but then when I saw that and then just how they were going about it, I went, "Nah, you ruined it. You ruined it."
This is not how you convey a theme, or you, like you said, draw the parallel. This is not how you do it. How did you feel about it, C?
I felt it was really forced. I thought the design in particular was really lazy. It's basically the exact same design as the villain from Licorice Recoil.
Yeah, it was, except with he had green hair, but this guy didn't.
I think the whole angle, it really feels like they were like, we got to introduce someone in this show who is going to be the antagonist, and I don't think this show needed an antagonist to make it interesting. I think it needed to stay the course with its pseudo slice of life, semi-drama, variety show kind of atmosphere that it had going for it, because that's what drew people in the first place. Nobody wants to see, well, I don't want to see this villain guy. He's just because he's creepy and weird doesn't make him a good antagonist, and it really just feels like it's super forced, very arbitrary. And honestly, I rather they drop this, just because it just feels really rushed and pointless, and he feels really unoriginal. He's not exactly the cutting edge of villainy. Like, we don't really have a reason to like him. He feels more like a Saturday morning cartoon kind of villain. Then again, that's just how he was introduced. He may be better, actually. We don't know yet, but we're gonna have to wait a while to know. But
we may never know.
Yeah.
How
many licks does it take to get to the center of
that's exactly what I thought.
The world may never know.
Yeah, like, I was indifferent for the parent stuff. Kind of lost me, but this whole neat guy, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about it. I hope this is just a detour above anything else, and the show can get back to, maybe this is just, next episode is going to be, this one and done kind of villain, just to, I don't know, to get the characters to move on, which, it could be. But
no way.
I don't feel that's the case. I feel like it's going to be for the rest of these episodes, and honestly, I don't think it's getting a season 2 either. So,
well, I agree.
Yeah, I think we may be stuck with this guy, and that's kind of unfortunate, because while I didn't feel too strongly about the show, and I thought some episodes were not very good, just to be on the more positive side of things, can't deny that the show had a unique premise going for it, a great first episode, and even the bucket list, which is in the title of the anime, to the villain guy, I don't know.
Oh, so I don't really hate the concept of having the guy who's the antithesis of Tendo, because that's what they were going for. I hate the execution of it. It wasn't subtle whatsoever. You guys basically just made him. That's why I put in my notes. Darth Tendo. He's literally just evil Tendo. He has the notebook. He has the drive to do 100 evil things. And then he found, like, the flashback of him finding like-minded people who wanted to cause havoc in society. It was just so dumb. Like, even with Tendo finding his companions, he didn't find those companions because he just stumbled upon a room and said, they all went, like, yeah, let's do good shit. Let's help you do your bucket list. No. He found his friend, his best friend in life, part of his group. Another character, Shizuka, who was hesitant to join in his group. Took like 5 episodes for her to join. And then there was Beatrice later on. That's how he got his group. This guy literally just stumbles upon a room, and then literally everybody's evil. And
you
they say,
want to be bad?
Yeah, you guys want to be evil. You want to join the dark side. We have red lightsabers.
Oh, sign me
black clothing. And deep voices. How do you feel about that?
Sharp and crooked.
I love it. I love it. Oh, it's just so. You guys could have did this without forcing the parallel. We understood what you were going for completely. We already knew what you were going for the minute he was happy that the apocalypse happened. You could have did that. That's a direct parallel to him and Tendo. You could have did just that. It would have got the point across. You went further, and then you have him gather 3 other friends, have a fucking notebook, and him wanting to do 100 things before he becomes a zombie. Why? We understood it. We're not stupid. We understood what you were going for. You didn't have to do that. When you make it, when you lose the subtlety of it, it seems like you're like catering to kids or something. Like we're 5 years old, we can't understand. This thing is supposed to match this thing. There draws the parallel. I thought it was really bad the way they just. Wait a minute, maybe he's no, but evil. He's a bad guy. And then a light ruler says, the guy who wanted to slap his wife. So like they're talking about stuff they want to do. The one lady's like, I want to burn down my old company. One guy wants to slap his wife, and then there's the rapist guy who says, I want to shove my tongue down some girl's throat. And I'm just like, I looked at it. I looked at him saying that. I just said, because we're doing this.
That's a normal conversation people have.
But people, they just mad. Right. Who says this? There's a woman right there. Mm-hmm. I could maybe understand it if he thought he was amongst like-minded dudes. Not to say that's a good thing, but I could maybe understand it. There's a woman right there, and he's just like, yeah, I kind of just want to.
That's like something when you first meet someone, you kind of feel them out because you don't know how they're going to react if you say or do certain things. So you just kind of like test something. No, he just went right for the jugular right away. I want to talk so.
And that goes, and that's why I have an issue with that particular thing in the episode, because to me it felt like they were trying to force the parallel to the point to where things that could have naturally happened. I mean, you didn't even really have to show all this stuff, to be quite honest. All you had to do was show that he was happy during the zombie apocalypse, just like Tendo. Like I said, you would have understood the parallel, and maybe focus on why he has a problem with society. Obviously, he's a NEET, and there's some implications that come with that, because there are people who have resentment towards society and thus become recluse and all this other different stuff. But maybe focus on like the main drive of his character rather than the acquisition of all these friends and companions and the parallels with Tendo. Because if you focus more on that, maybe he'll be more compelling as a villain. But as of now, he's just dude that lived that in mom's basement. Neat. Zombie apocalypse happened. He said, okay, cool. Let me do bad shit. Got some other people say, cool, let's all do bad shit. And they proceeded to do bad shit. That's the essence of the story that he gave us.
Yep.
He also stinks.
Decrepit Storm says, the episode summary just said, another group is completing a bucket list of their own, and I didn't expect it to be this, lol.
I really hated the execution of this antagonist group. And because he has a bucket list, it makes it like what C said, like he was hoping that he was a one-off villain. But because he has a bucket list, his boss is a one-off villain. We can write him off because we understand what he's going to bring in terms of the story, like Tendo getting out of his subservient attitude. But with this guy, he has a bucket list. That means he's going to complete his stuff just like Tendo's going to complete his stuff during the course of the series, unless they want to completely subvert expectations. He's going to be the central villain in the story. I don't look forward to this character. We don't even know his name. What did I call him in my notes?
Darth Tendo.
Mr. Neat, Darth Tendo. So we got to focus on Mr. Neat. We don't even know the motherfucker's name.
Or
I'm so excited. What does that mean?
You know what that means?
He's my dad.
No, I don't know where that came from.
Oh, because I was thinking of like the Darth Tendo thing. So I was like, wait.
Okay, well, you said that we're gonna have to put up with him, and that's when I said maybe not, or what? I don't even remember what I said. Back to you.
What are we gonna do with the show?
I'm gonna search up real quick the volumes to see if this guy appears again.
Yeah, if he doesn't, I'll be shocked. Genuinely, I'll be shocked. The amount of focus they put on this random guy to get his backstory, like that's the thing, his backstory we got. He's going to be a staple villain in the series.
Zom 100 bucket list of the deadbeat. Yes. Because it's everyone else's fault, not mine. He
has a group of 4, just like how our MC group consists of 4 people.
And he's gonna have his own ending theme song with all 4 of them just being happy, like killing people and stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna have like they're going to be 4 different criminals. We're going to have the murderer. We're going to have the manipulator. We're going to have the rapist guy, and we're going to have the arsonist or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The Harbinger of Chaos. He's going to be the Joker.
Jesus Christ. And again, I'm not really mad at the concept itself because, like EA said, in a situation like this, it's not hard to believe that there will be opportunists and people who just who act on their like base desires or carnal instincts and stuff like that. But I think the way they went about it was so just it was not only just bad in my opinion, it was just boring.
It doesn't look like he's a major force. He's only mentioned in 1 volume.
Really?
Yes. However, now I know the entire synopsis for every volume and what happens. So
why did you do that to yourself?
C doesn't care.
Clearly.
I don't care too much. I'll literally forget it. So it's fine.
He's just watching for Beatrice's booze at this point anyway.
Oh yeah. We need like a bounce sound effect, like boom.
We can get that.
Let's see. Oh, here we go.
God, you're so hot. Step on me.
Close.
Shout out to Beatrice for that one archer feat that she got. So not only is she a spears woman, but she's an archer too. Pretty cool.
She also said, "Hit the mark," and then destroyed the sacred jewel.
The zombie boar. Oh, that. Oh, yeah, she did that too.
She certainly hit the mark, all right.
Yasha.
Sit boy.
What is sit boy in German? Let's look this up.
Oh, yeah. I'm curious to know what it is translated.
Sit boy. Zete Junior.
Wow, I'm not gonna remember that.
Zete Junior. It doesn't hit the same as sit.
No, not even.
Well, it is time. It's time to bring up the scary music. It's time to decide.
No.
Kill or pass.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Now remember,
this was
oh my god, all your cameras are off center. Oh no, hold on, I can fix that while you guys.
Oh god,
I see it.
Oh, geez, you can see the bottom of me, and you see the Mexican aliens under Satsuki. Every time I say that, it sounds like something bad. I'm talking about the thing, in Google.
Yeah, we're not being racist.
No.
This time? What do you mean?
This time.
There's other episodes where, what?
Yeah.
It's never happened. All right, we set?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'll go first then. This was a show I picked. I didn't even expect it to go on as long as we did, only because of the fact that, I just thought it was going to be a regular zombie show, and it turned out to be a little more, and I was happy and pleasantly surprised. But it seems like this show might not even continue. Well, it will. It's just we don't know when these next 3 episodes are going to be. And I feel like this particular episode was my least favorite. Everything else was fine, but when we got to the last part where we got Mr. Neat, I don't know. I just really did not like that. I thought it was a dumb way to go about it. They could have thought. If you wanted to go this route, you could have shown that he was a bad person and then ended it with him gonna release the zombies, but then the next episode you have a whole backstory on him. And it makes it very delved out, and you see him slowly meeting these people. That would have been fine, even though I still would have hated the whole notebook thing. That would have been better. But then everything just felt rushed the way that things were done this way. So, with that being said, do I want to finish these? Because it is technically only 3 more episodes. Because then after that, who knows?
This is the last Killer Pass for the show.
True. If it ever comes back. Okay.
Your heart.
I will. I want to see more boobs from Beatrice, so I'm passing it.
The German boobs got him.
Yeah, it got me.
Thank you, Germany.
I guess I'll go next.
Boom dog.
I really liked, for what it's worth, the mindfulness, the treehouse stuff. Also, as a person who now knows how this story is going to end, I think you guys are going to like it. And, so, even then, I don't think I can, it's hard, okay. It's hard for me to go, I recommend this episode. Really, it really is hard. Okay, so I'm gonna throw not too much of a heinous murder here, just a little stab.
Just a little poke in the eye.
Yeah,
a cute stab though.
Satsuki can repair it though if he chooses. He can apply the bandage if necessary.
Whoa. I see that kitchen knife.
So this episode really disappointed me. With really just the last part of it with the neat guy, because it felt like this was supposed to, C has already said, as far as his stay in the manga, but for what they presented, just seemed so lackluster to me, and I wasn't really feeling the family part that much either, nor really the treehouse part. I think probably my favorite section of the episode was the very beginning when Shizuka kind of lightly teased Tendo about being nervous about seeing his parent. That just kind of showed the budding camaraderie between that group, specifically with Shizuka and Tendo, obviously.
Camaraderie?
Wood and ass.
Oh, I thought that was a joke when you said
No.
what.
What an ass. That's how you think about the show. That's how you're going to remember the show. Kensho sliding down that slide on a wood slide with his bare ass. That's how I'm going to remember the show. But I mean, it's the last one. I'm going to give it a courtesy pass. I haven't given it a courtesy pass yet. These are one of those because I really thought this episode was just, it wasn't it, you know. And I didn't really think last episode was too great either, and I didn't think the episode before that was too great either. This show has definitely, in my opinion, I think the Decrepit Storm said it definitely fell off. It hasn't fell off to the point of me thinking it's a terrible show, but it's fell off from the grace of me thinking that it was like a super unique show that I thought in the beginning. You know, I don't really think about it in that light anymore.
Well,
So does that mean you go all the way in now, see?
wait, what do you mean?
Does
all the way in?
does it penetrate your cheeks?
I don't really like the show, but I feel like if you guys enjoy it, why should I stop the fun?
Yeah, but you only stabbed him a little bit. Are you gonna go full knife?
Yeah, you
Oh.
only went like 3 inches, so
Oh,
we know
okay.
you got more.
Well, no, Satsuki, you were able to successfully bandage and treat the field wound, and
Oh, I'm like a doctor.
yeah, you're like a saniteta.
So you didn't go full kill.
Well, I went full kill, but I was
Okay,
like,
so that's what I wanted to know. Because you said a dash of murder before.
well, it's like, I mean, yeah, like, sure, like a dash of, murder, but like I did it in a place where I knew there could be help ready. So like, it's like, it's still murder. It's more like attempted murder. I'm attempting murder, okay? That's what I'm doing.
A spoonful of murder makes the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Medicine go down.
It sounds like a.
All right.
That sounds like a Slipknot song. I can imagine Corey Taylor screaming that.
Oh, yeah. Time. All right.
Well,
I guess we pass it.
Yep.
While we're waiting for Sasuke, there is a new voice, 2 new voices in voice mod. You want to hear them?
yes.
One of them is Trailer Guy. I have to hear this.
In a world, in a world where people eat nachos.
Really? That's a
movie
world?
trailer voice. Yeah. It's a great world. And then here is the announcer voice. Okay, let's see what. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good.
Is it crazy sounding?
I mean, it sounds like you're an announcer. It sounds like you're in a stadium.
Are you ready to drink some Crown Royal?
I am ready to rumble.
All right, on my marks, we're gonna have a contest of drinking. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, back to normal.
Lehaven.
Oh, Decrepit Storm's right. I only stabbed Zom 100 for 0.2 seconds, but I wasn't using inviolability or whatever the fuck it is.
He wasn't using your Ladalina Love Eyes.
Listen, I've already proved to the whole entire planet that your schemes are nothing but that. Schemes.
I mean, I posted a video showing it wasn't schemes, so okay.
Those are schemes too. It was proven to be doctored. We know it. We know it to be true. You know what?
Search
Here's what I think it
alien.
is. I think that this is all an alien conspiracy against me. I think the Mexican alien that was showed in front of the Mexican government court, whatever the hell that was. I can't English anymore. I apologize. I think that alien...
Spoken like a true guilty person.
I think you're in cahoots. I think there is collusion. And I think both of you are receiving payments from the Mexican alien himself.
Nobody quote that, please.
He is giving both of you money, and you're taking it. Because he's brainwashing you. Both of you. With his alien powers.
Well, Sasuke doesn't deny it, and neither will I. You are delusional.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about Kenshin, episode 12. Another fun episode. Man, Kenshin been on a little bit of a hot streak lately. I'm still surprised somehow. I don't know why I am. This show has, is a proven entity, to say the least, but like they're fun. These are fun episodes. I watched this in all these anime in my server. By the way, I watched the new episode of Mushoku Tensei. We made the right decision. We should have dropped it from episode 1. I'm gonna be real.
Dude, I saw what happened. That pizza looks good, but I saw what happened. Fucking Sasuke, do you know what happened?
I think I know what happened.
He married Sylphie.
Yep. He marries Sylphie.
He married Sylphie.
Never mind. Never mind.
This whole arc was nothing more than him being sad about Eris, having ED because he was emotionally depressed, getting wood again, and then marrying Sylphie.
Bro, it's so bad. Sylphie.
He's going to marry all of them, by the way.
Yeah,
that's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler.
No. I know.
Yeah,
he's gonna based on what's going on now. He's gonna marry fucking Eris.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who he has?
Purple hair.
Roxy.
Rhonda.
Ron.
I mean, probably he's gonna marry Roxy too.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't be surprised.
He gonna
he has like a whole harem.
He gonna marry
like a beast girl too. I don't know.
Stepsister.
The Doldia.
Stepsister.
Yeah, he gonna marry his own half sister.
Bro, you're right.
I bet you,
dude.
I bet you.
Hold on, let me read out the arcs. Let me find the arcs for.
Wait, who are we talking about? Stepsister.
Mushoku Tensei arcs.
Rudy has a stepsister. From the first season, the redhead, the maid.
Oh,
the cute little maid.
Oh, I guess not stepsister, half sister. My bad.
Yeah. I won't do him like that.
So,
I bet you he does it.
So we have the university arc, which is where we're currently at. There's 2 parts. So we got a whole other season, a whole other 12 episodes, and then more after that to get through that. Then we have, next up, the Newlyweds arc. Then the Sisters arc. And then the Labyrinth arc.
Wait, the sister. See, there you go. The Sisters arc, Labyrinth arc. He's married. His mother could be dying somewhere. He don't care. He's marrying Sylphie and his sister.
I'm pretty sure the volumes have like their own different names for them as well.
The booty arc.
So
the chub arc.
Oh my god. There's a Zenobia arc.
Who's Zenobia?
The cringe.
Oh, that's that nerd.
Oh god.
The weeb. Oh. Yeah.
I guess
he gonna get him too?
Looks like it.
He gonna marry. He gonna marry the weeb.
Oh
He'd be
my
like, "Well,
God.
I swing both ways now. Here we go." He gonna get the slave girl that he got to?
Why are we talking about Mushoku Tensei?
This show
Because it pisses
sucks.
me off. It pisses me off when it ended like that. I was like, "You had something. Okay." I'm just gonna get on a little
It's
tangent,
all
and then I'm
filler.
gonna go.
It's all
Yeah.
filler from here on out.
You have this amazing world, and you decide to waste it by, as you put it, C, being nothing more than just a fantasy series. And I'm not talking about a good kind of fantasy. I'm talking about how many waifus can I get?
Wish
Fantasy.
fulfillment.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I will never discuss it again ever. Fuck that show. I'm sorry I ever picked it.
Let's just pretend it ended at season 1 and Rudy died.
Yeah, right. Died with him crying about Eris.
He's gonna be like, Sylvie, you were my first childhood friend, and Ayers, you were my first true love, and Roxy, you were my first teacher. I don't.
You're my teacher, and Maid-sama, you're my half sister, and Zunobu, you're my niece that I love secretly for some fucking reason.
Oh,
And fuck out of here!
Just throw in Zenith and Lilia in there, and
Right. Let him fuck his own mom. And Paul, I hope you don't mind, Paul, as I get down and dirty.
You know what? Put Paul in there. Why not?
Right here,
Paul
get a little bit of Browntown. Oh.
Well, we got a good show to talk about. So
Yes, I'm sorry. Focus.
Yeah, so people in
about
my
a good
Discord
show.
server really love this one because of the dialogue. It has a very nostalgic. It feels like you're watching a '90s show, which is really cool. But you know
That it does.
2023. It really does feel like even the animation feels like it's from the '90s, but modernized. Like you know how when they remaster a game where they just like, oh, it's the exact same game, but it's like 1080p now in 60 FPS. That's kind of what it feels like here. It's just like a light retouching. So yeah, the show's fun.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think?
Yeah, pretty great. Lots of cool action. It's pretty much your basic old school anime, you know, talking bravados, fight, talking backstory, fight. Person gets defeated, and I was wondering about what the ace up that one man's sleeve was going to be. Now we know, and I was guessing in my head. I'm like, it's going to be a Gallic gun, is it? Sure enough, Gallic gun, because those were the shit back in the day, you know. Because oh yeah, that was it. I just love when he's shooting too, as you say in your notes. Yeah, that's First of all, how did he get down the stairs and have time for it to be covered in shit like that?
There's no way this weak piece of shit carried that Gatling gun down there.
No way. He just hold on, guys, as I assemble it.
I know who it was. I know who helped him.
It was Dio.
The Mexican aliens.
Oh God.
It's a conspiracy. They built the pyramids and they built the Gatling gun.
Speaking of that, I saw someone make a video of that, and they just said, "Oh, you know this Mexican alien? It's not really a Mexican alien. It's actually cake." And they took a knife and they served it.
Oh my God. The whole pizza thing.
Yeah, is it cake?
Big cake, right? All around me.
It's not me. I'm the juicy apple in the story.
I'm the juicy apple in this story. That song is a banger, y'all. I'm mad that y'all can say that song, but y'all still haven't watched the movie.
Yo, we should just watch that for the Patreon. That should be our first Patreon.
I mean, it could be a thing.
It could be a thing. I wouldn't mind. That way we can watch the other movie in time.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
All right.
I am the cheese.
It was gonna be kill or kill, but I guess we can do that after.
Nah, fuck Kill La Kill. Who gives a fuck about that show, yo?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it.
Kill it. But I really like this episode of Kenshin. We got the whole fight between Kenshin and Aoshi. The fight we've been anticipating. I will say I wasn't really too stoked about how it ended. I mean, here's the thing. It's not one of those things where it doesn't make sense. You know, getting hit in the throat will definitely put you out of commission. You know, get hit in a vital spot. Yeah. And then 2, sword fights shouldn't last that long, in all honesty. You're fighting with a blade. It shouldn't really take 30 minutes to incapacitate somebody. So in that regard, like I said, it makes sense, but I just wasn't really satisfied with the way Kenshin just throat chopped them, and that was basically it.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, but I did like some of the techniques during the fight. Basically, Aoshi was using what did they call it? They gave it a very specific name. I don't know the specific name, but it's a short sword style technique that he was using, and because the length of the sword was actually like not what's the name of it? It was like
short arm technique.
It was like Kaicho or something like that. I forgot what it was, but
I got short arms.
T-Rex style.
Yep. T-Rex style. It's like lift it higher. This is as high as it goes. I can't lift it any higher.
Kodachi, that's what it was called. Kodachi. And Kodachi are very small swords. I don't know the exact length, but probably think of like a hunter knife or something like that. Probably a little bigger than that. Not that much bigger, but he was using those type of styles in conjunction with the sword length being longer than usual. So that kind of threw off Kenshin. And the length of your sword is going to matter when you're dealing with high level opponents. So, you know, we already seen how that went into play with the other guy, Hanya, where the stripes were a visual illusionary technique as to like how far his swings were because of his arm length being disguised by the horizontal stripes. So in this regard too, the length of the sword was also a factor in the fight, which I like. But then, you know, Kenshin he gave it a name, but basically uses his bare hands to catch the sword, use the hilt of the sword to swing at Aoshi, throat chop him. Aoshi gets off a vicious ass punch, but because he used that punch, he used his breath, was unconscious, and yeah, that's pretty much how the fight ended. But yeah, I like some of the stuff within the fight. I wasn't really too fond of the end of it because I don't know. I guess I expected a little more, but it was all right.
Yeah, when he grabbed that sword with his bare hands, I'm like, he's a monster. He's a beast. Oh,
bro, when he
I was just waiting for him to like slide it out and then just slice his fingers. Oh, but that never happened.
This show is really good at doing like sudden strikes and really making you feel it. Like when Aoshi like it was left hand's Kenshin out of nowhere with his fist. Oh, bro, you feel that in your bones.
You know what else I feel in my bones?
What's that?
What is that?
I love that. It's so funny that this dude really made out sound effects as he's shooting. Yeah, done. I mean, I think he's the most ridiculous character in the series.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely makes sense why he was so happy to get that gun and how he was like unbelievable. It was very
unbelievable.
Just like, oh, Mark, he was just laughing with his hands like this, just like with a big mouth Joker expression. Yeah, he loved it, and I understand why.
I think he brings something like really cool, like a cool dynamic to this fight, where it's almost like it's three people that are fighting in this fight. It's not just two sides, you know. It's Conryu is like he's like dastardly and underhanding, and he wants to eliminate Aoshi too, and Kenshin. So he's trying to play. He's trying to play
both sides of the field.
Yeah, both sides of the field here, I guess. And I think he just brings he's such a shithead, you know? Like you just fucking hate him. He's like MJF.
I think with his presence within the fight between them, it just, and they kind of explicitly said it, but it's just the whole theme of with the times technology becoming more of a prevalent thing to the point of rendering people of Kenshin's time useless, whereas we had swordsmen who would protect Shogun or any other military or government official. Now we have guns to where some hired dude off the street could do the same thing that a skilled swordsman would have to work years to obtain. So it's one of those things of technology rendering years of experience mute. So that's kind of the thing that's brought into the fight with the Gatling gun. It's like, oh yeah, Kenshin, you trained for years. Cool. I got this one thing that's basically an equalizer to that. This Gatling gun, it doesn't discriminate between the skilled swordsman and the non-skilled swordsman. It's going to rip you apart just the same like everybody else. And that's what technology brings. It makes the unskilled, not necessarily skilled, but it levels the playing field.
Yeah, they definitely got a big equalizer for sure. Yeah, it's not looking good for Big and Strong. He's
dead.
50 bullets. Yeah, he's fucking dead. If he won't die instantly though, because he's that big and strong of a dude, he'll be on the ground going, "I've always loved you," and then just that'll be it.
Those bullets still should have hit Aoshi. I don't know if he just told the bullets not to pierce his body or what, but like standing in front of a guy, like, yeah, sure, you're taking the bullets for them, but the bullets, they have somewhere to be. I don't think they're just going to be like, oh wait, stop sign. It's just some dude's body.
Yeah, Aoshi got capped. He's gonna have to crawl away now. If it gets that far, who knows? Maybe he gets wiped out too. But I think Kenshin's not gonna let this slide.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
He's definitely what I think is going to happen, because I feel like Hanya has to die. In my opinion, I just don't see how this dude gets out of this situation alive, given who he is, what he strives to be. He wants to be an arms dealer. He's already dealing in opium. He's destroying communities. I feel like what's going to happen is Kenshin's going to incapacitate him, and maybe Megami kills him, because she still has the knife that's supposed to be there for seppuku with her. And I think maybe her final act of something criminal or quote unquote evil will be her killing this guy, because
that'd be cool.
Like Aoshi, I can see being alive just because he's not necessarily evil, and they drove that point home this episode because they gave us his backstory and why he's doing what he's doing, which was basically he felt lost after the shogunate basically surrendered, and he wasn't utilizing the fight, so he felt as if he never had a chance to prove himself. So him fighting against the strongest imperial guard would, validate his own strength, which was never proven during the warring times. So his stuff or his motivations aren't inherently evil. Konryu is, I mean, he's evil to the bone. He's motivated by money, but it seems like the only means of his money is doing criminal activity. So I feel like he'll probably die by Megumi's hands. And not to mention, he also killed her mentor. So there's that whole factor in it too.
Wouldn't that just be justice? You know, he went ahead and did all this stuff to her, and she's the one to give the final blow to him. That'd be poetic.
I'm here for it. I would love it, and I would relish it.
I can see the show doing that. It makes sense thematically.
Yeah, because we've seen Kenshin not kill people. He got the one out when the guy basically killed himself. He got the out when Sanosuke, turned out not to be that bad of a guy. But what do you do against this guy? I don't think he's going to kill himself. You're not going to kill him unless Aoshi kills him. I feel like it has to be Megumi.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way I could see it, unless this is one of those Vash the Stampede situations where between a rock and a hard place, you're going to have to chuck his sword right into his neck or something, I don't know. But I just think the Megumin ending would be the more poetic.
It'd be the most, I think, satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely. It would make the most sense thematically, and it would be the most satisfying. But if it doesn't end that way, I'm curious.
It would be a good way to move on from her character to the next part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish she would travel with the group, but I don't see that happening. I really do like Megumi. That's my doctor wife.
She replaces Kaoru. Yeah, Kaoru. He's just like, we don't want you here. That we don't. Get your ass out here.
That we don't.
And then Megumin's there, and she's like, but I thought you didn't think shit. I know you like me, but I don't like you. I like Megumin. I went to save her ass from a freaking tower. What did I do with you? I saved you too, but, small change. I fought 3 dudes to get to her.
The Kenshin cut theory.
Oh my God.
I mean, but yeah, good fight. Wish it would have ended in a different way. That's just my opinion on it. Don't hate it though. Konryu is a shithead. We knew that. Free Megumi, and shout out to my boy Yahiko. That's my boy. Because after Kenshin was knocked out, he said, "I'm gonna fight you now."
Yeah, and even Aoshi was just like, "You got spirit. I like that. I'm gonna cut you down."
I wonder what they're gonna do with Yahiko. I want to see him become a strong swordsman. They haven't really focused too much on his training too much. I don't know if that's going to bear fruit, but he has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I think he's going to be big, and he's going to have a big role in a later arc for sure.
Hopefully.
Well, any other thoughts on this episode of Kenshin?
No, it was pretty. To be honest, when it finished, I was like, "How could it end like that?" Like it just went by really quick.
Yeah, I think next episode is going to be really fun. So can't wait. I can't wait to see what they're going to do after this, and in the new settings they're going to go to, and the new imperialists they're going to find. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're going to go to America, or better yet, Alabama.
Oh my God!
They're going to meet up with Vash.
Are we talking about Goofy Vash or Depressed Vash?
Oh no! Right. Goofy Vash, the original 1998, or depressed emo Vash, the reboot. What was that? 2 seasons ago?
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
winter, I think.
The question is, who wins, Kaoru or Meryl?
Well, Meryl's got guns.
Yeah, she's got
There's
a bunch
a lot
of
of 'em.
Derringers.
There's a lot of
Kaoru
them.
just has a perverted mind.
Here's a wooden sword.
I mean, I guess if she got close, like she hasn't exactly been bad in fights. So maybe she could hold her own a little bit.
I'm trying to think with Tsundere power-ups who would be more powerful, because Tsundere power-ups give you like the power of gods. Like Nami can literally swing on Luffy at any point, just knock him out. So I wonder with Tsundere powers, who's the strongest one?
Oh my gosh. Decrepit Storm says they go to Mexico to meet the alien.
KOA in Mexico. Now.
Yeah, we got to do an event in Mexico with the Mexican aliens.
I don't think they're going to be too welcoming.
I can imagine the first thing they'll say. They'll be like, "So, you've been talking shit about us, huh?" They sound like Peter
Fuck with
Griffin.
me.
You want to fuck with me? I will kick your ass. As they're like this big. Oh, he's so cute.
the fishes. What do you say?
He's a 1940s gangster.
Let me just pull out my Tommy gun from my trench coat.
As I'm wearing a cigar. Or wearing fucking... You know what I mean.
Don't worry, I smoke so many cigars, I might as well have cancer.
Good.
So it's time. Stencil music has returned.
Oh, jeez.
We could fuck up here, y'all. We can make the wrong choice.
This is true.
We could kill Rurouni Kenshin. We could end it here. Just like the cuck theory ends Kaoru's involvement in the show. we could kill it right now. Implement our own version of Kenshin, in which Megumi and Kenshin cuck
Megumi and
Kaoru.
Kaoru get together. Ooh.
So, there's someone out there for that too. What's it gonna be? We passing? Or are we killing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm passing it.
Yeah, I'm passing it too.
Yeah, give it a pass. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I knew nothing about it because I've never seen it, but good choice. I liked it. I'm really liking it.
Yep.
Pretty consistent.
All right. Let's move on to our final show of the evening. JJK, episode 9. Season 2, episode 9. Kind of a big deal. Kind of a big fucking deal. Just saying. One of the biggest events in anime history happened in this episode. Gojo straddled Jogo's arm. It was one of the most talked about events ever. I think I came several times. I think everyone came several times.
I mean,
and I really, it's a heavy topic to discuss, and I really, honestly, I just want to start with you, EA. Did you expect that from Gojo there? Did you expect that? Him to
lay waste? Well, I don't care about that. I was just more like him just laying waste to everything in his way. Yeah, Sasuke's done. But yeah, it was just insane. Just the power. Like, it's real crazy to think how powerful Gojo is, because he took a villain from the first season, Hanami? Yeah, Hanami, the freaking buff antlers girl demon, and just pushed her up against the wall and just splattered her carcass in like 5 seconds. I was like, whoa. That was pretty awesome. And here we have Gojo here in the studio.
Oh shit. Gojo, what are your thoughts on the recent episode of JJK?
They made me look bad. I would have never lost it ever.
I mean,
they
you can fucking kill us right here, so I agree.
True, but I like you, so I won't kill you yet.
But dude, and they were betting on him not going full domain expansion. They're like, he's not gonna do it, this pussy. And what did he do? He took off his glasses. Domain expansion. It's like, what? And then he just full on just every single demon, which was a dirty, dirty trick, by the way. They transmogrified all these people and they loaded it onto a subway train and caused all that chaos. I was like, that's a dirty trick. But he just laid waste to all of them, pushing himself. Oh, that was just... Oh, I keep saying this about Mappa and how they animate this thing, but they just outdo themselves every week, I swear to God. This was some of the best animation and I'm probably going to say this every week too, but they just keep going crazy with the animation. This was just chef's kiss, beautiful, really good stuff. And Gojo, you let me down at the end. They caught you. They freaking caught you. You looked at a box and said, wonder what's inside it. And then
It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
right.
Yeah.
It could be. We always wanted one of those. Well, then just get we'll take the box. And then he just got fucking trapped and just got sticky, icky, ooh all over him. And I had to rewind it and watch it again because I'm maybe a little confused, but that's not Geto.
Nope.
I didn't think so. Cause I saw he took it off, and that was pretty sick looking, where he just took off the top part of his skull and revealed his brain. Whose brain is that?
Yay!
The Mexican.
You know what I mean?
aliens.
If that's not
For now, let's just call him fake ghetto.
right, that's what he is. He's fake Ghetto. So if
Hey, you're floating.
His actual
phony
his actual name is Pseudo Ghetto.
pseudo Ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's not really Ghetto, whose brain is that? That's
Don't
what
know
I
yet.
want to know, because
JFK's.
That's a theory.
God damn it.
I mean,
I don't think JFK was that evil.
Ghetto was. I'm just saying, Ghetto was on the grassy knoll.
But then now I'm thinking to myself, because I saw all this stuff, when did he become pseudo Ghetto? Because now I have to go back. Obviously, when he was young, that wasn't him, because it shows that wasn't the same person. So, but then I'm confused because it's like he had those thoughts back then when all tall and beautiful blonde comes in and goes, "What kind of ass do you like?" And then that was that. It was like, so if that was his mentality, I'm almost thinking maybe a demon latched onto him, and instead, because he was thinking it, but now he's like, I'm going to force him to do it.
Wait, that's what made him turn evil when Yuki said, "What kind of ass do you like?"
Yeah. Well, she was in the middle of asking him, but then all of a sudden she said, "Yeah, genocide sounds like a great idea," and then walked away. It was all her fault.
Well, remember at the end of JJK 0, he killed Ghetto.
Well,
Did he
and
have
see,
the
that's the thing, is that
stitches in the movie?
I don't
Fine,
remember.
look it up.
Now I have to watch it again.
Yeah, I'm
but-
going to watch it again too.
No,
Well,
so to clear up confusion, yes, Geto was killed. and this is not really spoilers. I'm not spoiling. Because
Okay.
within the episode, what he says is that he says to Gojo, you didn't take care of Geto's body, indicating
Yes.
that he died. And he said you should have took her to Shoko, which he didn't. He killed, or so Gojo killed Geto,
Okay.
confirmed, but
Okay.
he is using his body. So that's Geto's body, 100% confirmed. And he also, based on what we can see from him, because of what Gojo was saying, with him saying that basically everything within his body is saying that this is Geto except his soul. So he can use his techniques. He has his memories. He has all these different things that would indicate or give the imprint of Geto, but it's not Geto.
Also,
That's crazy.
he has all of the curses that Geto has absorbed.
This is one powerful brain. I'm so curious to know who this individual is, but yeah, that was crazy to me. So they confirmed that he was dead, because it's weird because they never show him kill him. They just kind of like killed him off screen. But now I know it's really confirmed. I wish they would have done that, like actually showed him die. But whatever, it's fine. But when I saw that, I was literally just like, so it's not Geto. But wait a minute, who is this? It just kind of made me question a bunch of things and all that. But yeah, that was crazy. That was one of those. Wow. Who is this? Who is this man? Who is this?
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? Where's her brain?
All Gojo wanted was his boyfriend back, and instead, he got a monster.
I mean, he's still there. That was the stitch forehead.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, he should have taken the body when he had the chance, and now don't you just hate that when you randomly die and some random brain just gets lodged into you and you just come back to life really super evil?
Oh, fuck. Bro.
It happens to me constantly. I'm just sick of it.
God. But yeah, the fight with Gojo, Jogo, and Nami, really love it. It's not necessarily the fight itself that I love, it's the intricate planning that came into it. And we know that Geto is the one who devised it, because he's the one who brung up the prison realm in the first place from season 1, not even from this season. But in the flashbacks too, the of Jogo, Hanami, and Mahito, Jogo is getting mad at him because he's like, bro, I already fought Gojo. You think we can really hold him for a minute? And then he's like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Have fun. He stirs up his crowd. But yeah, the plan that went into this was so, and this is how you know he has Geto's memory, because a regular curse isn't just going to know that Gojo is going to care about civilian lives the way that was displayed here. And that knowledge of this is why it's important that he has Geto's body in particular, because like I said, a regular curse that just encountered Gojo one time, maybe even twice, would not know that he would care about civilian lives to the point that he would shut off or not use his domain expansion, with the exception of him using it for 0.2 seconds in that one instance when he was basically forced, or him, cutting off all his other techniques. They wouldn't know that. Mm-hmm. Because Geto has that intimate knowledge of who Gojo is as a person, it was utilized to the utmost within this fight to contain Gojo, because they realized they can't beat Gojo straight up one-on-one on the fight. We had to contain him. To contain him, we need to fill these conditions, keep him in the subway platform for 20 minutes, keep him within the
prison realm.
Prison realm of 4 meters, I think they said. For a minute, they were able to complete that, but it doesn't just go back to them taking notes about Gojo. It goes to a deeper level of knowing his moralities and his ethics, Without that, there's no way you seal Gojo. Because there's no way you take those chances with some of the things that Jogo and Hanami were doing. You know, because if Gojo just said, fuck the civilians, the fight's over. But because they knew how he would react, whole different situation.
Well,
oh man, the planet was so great. Mahito with the train. Oh,
the Cryptid Storm said, "When you revive C, was that the real C, or was it another brain in his body?"
What makes you see your love for Vladilena? Wait, are you C-Tat because you love Vladilena, or do you love Vladilena because you see?
Okay.
Answer the question.
Okay.
Wait, also now you turn to the Mexican alien.
I mean,
he's Spanish now.
Okay.
Well, we can start speaking in Spanish. ¿Qué pasó?
No habla inglés.
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Mucho grande.
Get him. He's not the real C.
C would never say that. But oh man, I love everything that I thought this episode was a masterpiece, honestly. Just even the framing of the beginning of the episode. And this is something that was that happened in Hunter x Hunter, so maybe the studio, because I don't remember if this happened in a manga. Maybe Gege himself or the animators took inspiration from how things were done in Hunter x Hunter, because it was very in a similar light where they basically do this interview with all the sorcerers. How do you feel about Gojo? They're all having their different opinions. Of course, they're leading up to something where they say he's the strongest. Because Maki says he's stupid, and Nanami says all these different things about him. But it leads up to what you believe for all of the sorcerers to come to the unanimous decision. He's the strongest sorcerer we ever seen in life. And it makes the last moment of him getting sealed so impactful because you lost your biggest asset in what is to be this war between curses and sorcery. For you to lose your strongest asset, mind you, with little casualty, because yes, Hanami died. Jogo's still alive. Mahito's still alive. Fake Ghetto is still alive. What do you do about that?
Oh, the other Rose of Texas. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. At that point, you just might as well start singing.
JJK loves their super overpowered villains. So, we'll see.
They definitely love stacking the odds, for us to think in this type of light. I mean, but I think it's good, We definitely have a lot of sorcerers within this arc that we haven't seen much from or nothing of. But yeah, things look pretty bad. With them already sealing your best asset. Where do you go from here? That's the question. Where do you go from here?
Gotta do your best with what you got. I mean, we have the main character,
Mr. Punch Kick.
He has to do something, I would assume. Like, he has literally a crazy demon inside him. Maybe he can use him to his advantage. But that too also is one of the biggest twists, is that he won't always fight unless he wants to. Because what's in it for him?
The thing that's the thing. He's a curse.
Mm-hmm.
So if he understands the situation, that could easily backfire.
Exactly.
So there's no real safety blanket when it comes to Yuji. In regards to that power in particular, he himself, without Sukuna, is already being evaluated for being a special grade sorcerer. special grade sorcerers are the strongest. Nanami, Gojo, Todo. Of course, the power varies, but you being of that level would mean that you're at least adequate to a lot of the antagonists we have now with Mahito, Jogo, and I didn't even name the octopus villain guy that didn't show up, but he's still there. I don't know if you guys remember him, but he's still a thing. And
I think he was like a Bond villain or something.
And then Geto himself.
I think he was in an arc of One Piece or something like that. But
oh my god.
Yeah, well, Gojo mentions Yuta Okatsu, who is considered to be the heir to Gojo. In other words, the second strongest.
Yeah, they made mention to him. Holy shit! I wonder if he's gonna come.
Do you believe that he is?
Is he gonna come?
Like show up.
That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, do you believe that he?
Explosion.
Yeah. Do you believe that he is the successor to Gojo?
I don't know.
He has hit the
climax? Geto certainly doesn't believe that.
As a sorcerer?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
He got so mad.
That's not what I'm saying.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'll let you finish. I'm sorry.
But no. Do you guys believe that he could fit? That's the big question. Could he fulfill Gojo's shoot?
I don't know. We only ever saw him one time in a movie, and he did pretty well for himself. But he wasn't strong enough to. Well, he really weakened Geto when he was the real Geto, but he didn't kill him. So it could be possible, but I feel like we have a new main character. He's like, this is my show now. And I think it's going to be more focused on him, even though I think Yuta will pose a good threat to them because he'll be pretty strong, but maybe not as strong as Gojo.
Well, remember, Yuta has Rika as well.
I thought he got rid of her. They kissed and then she dissolved.
No, that's still a part of his power.
Yeah.
That's still a part of his repertoire.
Oh, what do I know?
No, it's been a minute since we talked about it on KOA.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, she's pretty strong when they were fighting. All he has to do is just make out with her when she's a monster, and they'll be fine.
I mean, she's kind of cute, as a horrifying first spirit.
She's got one single eye, and it's just having the tears, and she just goes, Yuta's my favorite.
How did you guys feel with EA in particular? How did you feel when you saw them basically preventing Gojo from using this domain expansion, and then Gojo basically saying "fuck it, domain expansion"?
I was like, that was like the highlight of the show. Like, I was like, you go fuck them up now, and then he was until he found a mystery box. But that was awesome. That was pretty cool. I wish he would have taken some of those other cursed spirits down before he got trapped. That kind of would have helped just a little bit. But
so he explained himself not doing that. So he used domain expansion for 0.2 seconds, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not an indication that he moved that quick in 0.2 seconds. What it means is he just used it for 0.2 seconds. He got in and got out of it. And the effects was still wearing, we saw on the non-sorcerers, to the point that they stood in the same spot. And we also got the narrator saying that they were still affected from it, what did they say, 2 months after? Yeah, 2 months afterwards. That's crazy. He used it for 0.2 seconds. In in the next 5 minutes, he proceeded to kill all of the transfigured humans. He said that he didn't go after the other, the bigger Mahito, all these guys, because he didn't know how long they would be affected by the 0.2 seconds. Because you got to remember, he can't use it. He can't use domain expansion for long. So he's really guessing how long it's going to affect each person, because he has to use it. He has a very small window. He has to use it to where it's not enough to affect non-sorcerers, regular humans, but it also has to somewhat affect the upper echelon to where they can't interrupt his plans. And he doesn't know what that threshold is. He doesn't know how long it's going to affect them, because they're strong. Like, I'm assuming stronger the curse energy. I guess the more resistant you are towards this technique. So because he's only using it for that limited amount of time, he says, okay, let me just go after the people I know I can beat quick. And that's another thing too, because maybe if he hits them, maybe they fight back. And if they fight back, whole plan ruined. He did everything he did for nothing, because the transfigured monsters still going to kill the humans the way they did.
Yeah.
So that was the whole reason he didn't go after
the
other guys.
Wow. Yeah, they take a lot of consideration into a lot of these things, these techniques.
Yeah, I really like the detail with this in particular, because I do think, I've said it before, JJK can go a little overboard with the explanation of certain things and whatnot. But I think with this episode in particular, I really liked it. Gojo just abandoning his limitless technique, which is his ability to basically stop everything from coming towards him. Basically, think of it like a force field. Anything that comes to him won't touch him. He got rid of that and was able to touch Jogo and Hanami, and he used his curse, his curse spirit energy to crush Hanami. I think they utilized the different techniques that we knew of Gojo and that we knew of the world really good this episode to properly explain to why he was struggling, and how they were able to seal him.
Yeah. At the very end, Mr. Robot Boy, he calls Yuji and says, "They got him. They got Gojo."
I told you we didn't see a body. We didn't see a body.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because he's probably just ahead anyway.
Hey, so you're saying he's just some headphones?
Well, no, I would like he's literally just ahead, just saying.
Oh,
Like Buggy.
This is my dying breath. Yeah, like Buggy in One Piece. But yeah, so yeah, he's still alive. I don't know for how much longer, but yeah, he's still alive, and let Yuji know that he's Gojo, your strongest asset. Your Kobe, your LeBron, your Michael Jordan is now out for the season with the ACL.
Oh.
What do you think they go from here? How do you think they react?
Probably not good. I would assume that it just wouldn't be. They'd probably be confused at first. They'd be like, "No way, he's the strongest. How the fuck would he get captured?" Then it would be explained, because Mr. Makamaru probably knew about it because he was the damn traitor. Hope it was worth it, piece of shit. And yeah, that's they'll do what they can with what they have. It's unfortunate, but when Aaron Rodgers is out for the season, you got to put in Zach Wilson. You gotta. I mean, it's not a good substitute, but you got to do what you got to do, right?
Terrible.
You got to do what you got to do. I mean, you never know. I mean, he might step up and take him all the way. I can't even say that with a straight face. Oh,
Man, this is a backbreaker, like complete morale drainer. You know, like you said, like finding out best player, NBA, NFL, quarter ACL, season ending injury. To know that your best guy, you have no security blanket now. It's all on the onus of the people who are here now, which are Meme, one sword guy, basically all of the not Tokyo. They're not. Oh, no, they are Tokyo because it's Tokyo Kyoto. Basically, all of the Tokyo school group, Yuji, Maki, Panda, Megami,
Nobara.
Nobara. That one guy actually isn't here. Inumaki, I believe that's the
Oh yeah,
name.
Inumaki. Yeah, speaks in
I
ingredients.
don't think he's here. Yeah, I don't think he's here. But yeah, all those guys except for Inumaki are here.
I wish he was. I love Inumaki. Fun character. Yeah, as a person who is now officially caught up with JJK, this has now become a situation where we're all just we're looking to what EA's reactions are going to be.
I love how everybody reads the manga except me.
Bro, after the most recent chapter, it is an AOT
you never
situation.
watched or read any of the mangas, Satsuki, and now all of a sudden, I'm all caught up.
In my opinion, I think the anime is a better experience. That's in my opinion.
I mean, from what I've seen from panels from the manga versus the anime, the anime is whoa. And then you look at the manga and it's like somebody playing that recorder really bad. Just
it is. It is. Like there's this
then
one
you got
chapter,
the anime, which is
there's this one chapter in the manga where Maki is like fighting or whatever, and she's like, he didn't even finish the chapter. Like she's like, she just looks like a rough sketch of like a human body.
He touched up on that chapter, but yeah, when it first released, it was sketchy. It was unfinished.
Yeah.
I think he touched up on it when the volume came out.
Should be fun. Sati, non-spoilers, of course. What do you think about chapter 236?
Non-spoilers. I think it's a very confusing chapter. I think it's one in which I'm eager to see what happens next, but I'm not sure I like the direction of story. And this is, I want to clarify this. I don't think it's a problem with the chapter in of itself, or I don't think the problem started with the chapter itself. I think the problem existed even in the arc that we're in now.
Yes,
we won't talk about that until later. Later. But yes, I think it's a problem
we're close to the start of the issues.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I enjoyed the chapter. I thought the chapter was really good. But yeah, I can see why people are angry. I think the perfect take to have on that is literally in the middle.
QRW6 says, remember Megami has a trump card and Yuji has Sukuna. Here's the thing. Yuji has Sukuna, but he only has Sukuna as long as his life is directly in danger. And that's it. And then, even then, Sukuna might go, fuck this guy, I can still live without him. So, that's not really trustworthy. But Megami does have his trump card, which he's never used yet.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see what happens. I mean, if it's anything like this episode, I feel like we're in for some shit because things are already dire. But whatever it is, it's going to look amazing. It's going to just be chef's kiss after chef's kiss, just beautiful.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
I didn't like the Shibuya incident arc as much as everybody else when I first read it, but I do think the anime is going to improve my enjoyment of it because one of the issues I had was the art.
Yes.
There was some fights where I wasn't too gung ho about reading it because it was just drawn poorly. And Gege is not a bad artist, but I think they sometimes they don't utilize their full potential on a chapter to chapter basis. So, but I do think the anime is going to make it way better.
Are you saying Crab Creature Gojo is not the most beautiful thing you've ever
seen? Just I can't even call it a dirt face. He just has no features at all. You just know it's Gojo because he has the same outfit as the real Gojo on the other page.
It's like a transparent, ghostly flame.
he turns into like what Berserk did to Puck in the manga.
Yes, literally, yeah.
Like Puck became was a fairy, and then over time he just became some chestnut fairy.
Some type of existence. We can't really define it. It has no shape.
Nope.
It is a Cthulhu monster.
Soul of reflection. It's in the shape of what you what your soul reflects.
I'm gonna try to find an image of Crab Gojo. So EA can experience the glory that is Crab Gojo.
All right. I'm looking forward to Gojo as Crab.
Money.
Imitation Crab. Money. Now put this back before it spoils. You cheap mother. All I saw was Cheapy the cheapskate.
I love when SpongeBob snaps.
Oh yeah, some of the best. When he's tired of Squidward living with him.
Get a job!
Yeah. He does a freaking puppet thing. It's like
alphabet soup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You have a job? Yeah, I'm not some lazy jerk that sleeps in bed all day. That is some funny stuff. But yeah, yep. I'm guessing you found it. See?
Yeah, I found it.
All right, let's see it.
I gotta view the file.
Falling asleep over here. Let's talk about more Mr. Krabs. Cheapy the cheapskate. Money. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about
pajamas.
Let's talk about making love.
Good morning.
Let's talk about you on top and me going down. Let's have a little phone sex, baby.
Why is it called Crab Gojo? He looks like a freaking puppet.
That's his.
He looks like a Canadian from South Park. Hey, guy, it's me, buddy. Like, just imagine that coming from. Wow, I don't know what to say.
There was one that was really funny. That was even worse than that, where he's got like stick figure arms.
Mind you, this is the guy that all the women fawn over.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Yeah, I feel like the anime really made it to where he was just a sex symbol. Like that. That's not sexy. But I don't know what that is, but it's not. Right here? It doesn't make women wet. I know
that's that. That's sex offender, Gojo.
Yep. Yeah, that's where did Oh my god! What is that?
It's Crab Gojo.
Why is it Crab though? He looks like I don't even know. like that looks like an actual puppet, like a sock puppet. That is just like it's like some 2-year-old drew it. It's me, Gojo. I'll come here, ladies. Give me a kiss. Oh my god, that is hilarious.
Gege in an interview was like, "When did you start drawing Gojo really handsome?" And he goes, "When I figured out that people thought he was hot."
What's up, EA? You want to give me a kiss?
Oh, Gojo!
Oh my god, put the glasses on.
So, question for you, Mr. Satoru. What's it like to be imprisoned? What's the prison food like?
Sucks.
Oh my god.
Be good here. It just give me octopus. Tokiyaki. It's not really fun.
Oh my god. That is like picture perfect. Like, Gojo, I didn't know you looked so handsome.
Love what you did with your everything.
Oh my god.
You really just... There's something really... I don't know.
So down to earth.
Did you lose weight? Did you get a haircut?
There's something so eel-y about you. I don't know. You're kind of like an eel or something. But it works.
I don't know.
Little did we know,
experience.
but a million fangirls just screamed and got really
It is-
mad for no reason.
Now get something like that tattooed onto you and say that person's a sex symbol, and they look at you like you're crazy.
What? The sock guy? Gotta start referring to him as that sock guy.
Sock Gojo. Like there's a pseudo ghetto, we have a sock Gojo.
It's time.
Woo!
We have
Killer
to
pass.
decide. Killer pass.
I mean,
Are we gonna?
I don't have to think about it. I'm past it.
Oh shit!
Sure.
Hot take.
I mean,
Satsuki.
I know Ghetto don't have a brain. Oh no, he has one, but it ain't him. But I got my own brain.
Oh shit! Gojo's here.
Oh fuck.
Gojo, are you killing or passing this shit?
Show. Why am I sealed up?
I mean, that's fair.
There's no way that punk bitch Ghetto should have sealed me up. I beat him in my sleep.
All right, it's up to you now. See.
I was just wondering, Mr. Gojo, what's your number?
DM me, baby.
Did you ever? Now I have a question. Did you ever smash it with the teacher?
I mean, yeah, you know the whole game. You don't kiss and tell, and the same way you don't boink and alert everybody. You kind of just keep it on the route.
Okay, fair enough.
I pass.
Woohoo! It's saved.
Oh, this is how you guys feel about Gojo. So nobody gives a fuck that I sealed.
No, we care that you're sealed, Gojo. It's just that I want to see how they saved you.
Yeah.
Because apparently you
So
need
you saying I
saving.
need saving?
No,
I'm
no,
Gojo.
No, you don't need. No, not. You to be released, not to save you, but to be released.
No,
You're taking a nap.
no. Nobody sealed me. Nobody needs to release me. I'm gonna find my way out of this. I'm gonna see you punk bitches in the week, and I'm gonna be free. And I'm gonna get my show back. This show doesn't belong to Yuji Itadoro or whatever his name is, or Nobara Nakisai, whatever, or Maki, or whoever the Yuta. This is my show.
I mean, these are your students. I would think
Yeah.
you would know their names.
To be honest, I don't really like.
Oh, what about Megumin? I mean, you did kind of kill his dad.
It was pretty fun too. God, that guy. But I mean, he was just pretty cool. Whatever. He'd listen to everything I said. You know, he would take out the trash. Wash the dishes, all that type of stuff.
That's what does it for you.
I guess I do care about him a little. I guess. But then he has like the demon in him, and it makes me go like, should I kill Lodge? I kept him alive because I thought it would be fun. Producers hit me up and said, why don't you keep the little kid alive so we can focus on him here a little bit? I'm a team player for the most part, but let's be honest, it's Gojo season. All the ladies love me. I'm the most popular character. Check to my anime list stats. I don't know what they're thinking. I think I should, be unsealed, have my fight with Fate whoever this guy is, Brain Boy. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing here. We're gonna resolve it soon though. Don't worry. Gojo will be free soon, baby.
Is it true that inside of your pants there is an event horizon? That those which enter it get sucked into its singularity?
I mean, that's a secret stroke technique that I don't really like to use too often. That's more for the skeptical ladies out there. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't believe in my talents. There are some people who are kind of bewildered by Gojo when he steps in the building. But for the ones who ask me, Gojo, can you really do this? Can you do that thing with your tongue? Then that's when I pull out the technique. I don't really like to use it in normal situations. That would kind of cheapen the novelty of it. So, but to answer your question, I mean, yes, is it? The One Piece is real. It's in my pants.
Decrepit says there is infinity in Gojo's pants.
Yeah, there is. Infinity inches, I like to call it, but that's beside the point.
Well,
Beautiful.
It is now time to get on to the next topic. News. Not news, viewer questions. Fuck! I fucked it up!
You almost had it. I mean, at least you didn't fuck it up during the Killer Pass. That's all I'm saying.
God. Well, we got viewer questions. Our first question is for you, EA, and you, Sansky. What's your favorite quote from Game of Thrones? When you play the Game of Thrones, B, winter is coming, C, chaos is the ladder, or D, I'm not going to stop the wheel.
Probably the first one for me.
Yeah, when you play the Game of Thrones by Cersei, I would go with that.
Yeah, the full quote I believe is when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or die. I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, it pretty much just sets up what the show and series is perfectly, I think.
Next question. Who wins this battle royale?
Lucioro.
What the hell was that?
Sukuna, Kaido, or Obito. I don't know who Kaido is. Apparently that's from One Piece.
What kind of laugh does he make? It determines what the laugh sounds like.
What is his laugh? I think it's woro. I think that's a laugh.
Let me Google this guy real quick. Make sure Carp's not here.
Kaido, I'm gonna be quite honest. Kaido is strong, but I don't know how he fares against with some of these people like Obito who have ocular jutsus that can warp reality. So Obito has an ability that could basically phase him out of things for 5 whole minutes, and also transport people to different places. And then Kaido has the weakness of water, given he's a devil fruit user. That's not a big spoiler. I'm not going to spoil what his devil fruit is, but he's a devil fruit user. So literally, Obito could go in the water, bitch, and he's dead. Uh, Sukuna doesn't really compare to them either, in my opinion. What I've seen, I think
Yeah.
Obito takes it. I think Obito takes it. Obito is extremely strong.
Yeah, the only ones I really know are A and B. But if Obito is extremely strong, I'll take your word for it.
I'm gonna also go Obito because I feel like it will blow my cover if I were to say anything else. I mean, because I agree with you. Next question. Which anime villain would you be friends with, hang out with? I'm thinking Kettle would be a good one since you get to see Arnhide in a maid outfit doing work around your house.
Did you write this one, see?
That was
Definitely not me.
Probably like,
But like, isn't she technically already wearing sort of a maid outfit? It's just rags.
I mean, kind of bored, so kind of
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with Esdeath.
really.
Yeah. You know, she seems like a fine individual. With
I
a
don't know
nice
how
hat.
She's hot,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Thing.
She'd murder you, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
Not me. She likes me.
I mean, yeah, I guess you are friends with her.
We
The
would just
issue-
play video games all the time. It would be great.
The issue is her type of fun would be like, I don't know, going to like Roman Coliseum and watching people murdering each other. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing, but that's the type of stuff she would be into.
Yeah, that's true. She wouldn't really get along with Fortnite and these video games. Like, if we played Mario Party, she'd probably like shoot her ice at the TV for being like pissed. She'd probably be like, "What is this Mario Kart fucking game?"
I'm supposed to get a 3 there.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Jesus, Tom.
yeah. Oh. Well, if not as death, then I don't know. Maybe Boo, because if I ever wanted candy, he would give me some candy, and I'd be like, "Thanks, buddy." Like the good Boo, like
Majin
the one
Buu.
that, yeah, Majin Buu, not Kid Boo or Evil Boo or anyone like that, but the one that turns people into cookies and candy. You never have to worry about. It's like, man, I want a snack. Oh, thanks, Boo. You're the best.
He's actually
Tastes
pretty
like-
chill.
Yeah, and once you get on his good side, not too bad. Just make sure he's fed and don't kill the puppy.
Yeah, don't do that. Any villain though? I didn't really think about this too deeply, but the first thought that I thought of was In from Dora Hey Doro. I spoke on this before, but I think the villain group is really good in that series. Particularly because the villains with the Ain family they're dysfunctional, but they're also tight knit in this weird sort of way, just like how regular families are, in that they kind of do regular stuff. So I could honestly see myself doing regular stuff with Ain. Like he does like some bougie stuff. He loves to get in this, cool suits and stuff like that. But I could honestly see myself just eating with Ain and it not being an issue. So that's the villain I would go with. I got to go with somebody that isn't too crazy out there, but I could still have a fun time with.
I pick Annie Leonhardt.
Oh, the
Who's
mass
that?
murderer. The mass murderer from Attack on Titan.
Female Titan.
Oh,
With the big nose.
oh yeah. You like her because of the nose that you could land anything on.
You could grow patches of field under that nose, but that's not the reason. Hitch.
No, you don't get hit in the pack.
Friends with Annie. Friends with Hitch. Just
No,
saying.
not how it works.
Me and Annie hang out. Hitch in the background. Got nothing going on.
No. Not how it works.
I'm just saying. As well, friends of Mikasa. So
They are friends.
listen.
Listen, it's gonna work, okay? I promise.
I mean,
Okay, Dr. Claw.
I mean, you didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, I heard Dr.
no.
Claw. I love
Here
Inspector Gadget. I loved you in Inspector Gadget when you always would stroke your cat.
Listen, I'm playing the 60 chess game here. I'm friends with Annie. Next question.
Right.
Who should be running Star Wars? Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Gorgi Lakas, whoever that is, don't know who that is. Kathleen Kennedy, daughter of JFK.
George Lucas should have never have sold off Star Wars.
Yeah,
I mean, hindsight's always 2020, and Kathleen Kennedy's ruining it. Jon Favreau did a great job with the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, but then Kathleen Kennedy got herself in the other seasons, and it shows, and it just doesn't feel right, and it's just not good. Dave Filoni's okay. Like, him and Jon Favreau both did great work on the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, which were fantastic, but I don't watch any Star Wars anything anymore because of how much they ruined it. George Lucas, in a perfect world and in my dream, he buys it back and decanonizes all the sequel trilogy and just locks them up, never to be seen again. But that will never happen. It's forever dead, and it makes me sad, but George Lucas should have never sold it.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be George Lucas with this one. He should be running it. We complain about those prequel films, one of them not being really good at all, and 2 of them being sort of mid. But I would have taken that because at least we got that 3rd film.
Yeah.
That 3rd film was awesome.
Absolutely.
And he's, whatever you can say about him, you can say he's crazy, eccentric, and lost touch with reality. Doesn't matter. The dude was passionate for Star Wars, and you could really see it. And he made a bad call here. And I feel like whoever was in his circle that talked him into doing this, hope it was worth it.
I mean, he saw the dollar signs. He sold it for $4.5 billion. And I mean, if somebody gives you that type of money, I don't know about you, you kind of want it. But yeah, like I said, hindsight's always 2020. Had he known what they would have done, kind of like The Godfather, look how they massacred my boy, then I don't think he ever would have done it, to be honest.
Yeah, we could have gotten more Lucasfilm projects, or
we could have gotten good shit.
We could have gotten tons of great stuff for game stuff.
Yeah. It's the fact that they even made a 5th Indiana Jones. I forgot they even made one, but I was just like, what a waste.
Yeah, and it was yet another one of those dragging out our old stars to not have a fun romp, but instead to remind us that they're bitter, old, out of touch.
Yep.
And it's
Luke
just,
Skywalker was that.
Yep. Why are we doing this? Why, man. I mean, there are some bad takes about the Indiana Jones movie. Like, I've seen people say that this ruined, his legacy. That ain't true, but it is a bad film. And I didn't, ever, when episode 7 came out, fell off. I loved the movie on first watch, and then I slowly started to realize it was a retread. It was a cash-in. And I saw the second one, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Last Jedi did it for me. That was when I said, no,
What?
This
but
is not Star Wars.
that movie was nonsense, and that when he apparently gets killed in the second movie, I don't know. I haven't seen the third one, so I don't know if he's alive or not. But
No.
character assassination. That franchise assassination. And Disney is like, I don't think Disney's going to be around, in a couple decades. I think they're done.
I mean, if they don't get their shit together, and no company is unstoppable. I mean, look at Blockbuster. They thought that they were untouchable for years, and they didn't get with the times.
Yeah, and then they're doing the same shit with Marvel too. And Marvel, it's a little bit better, not much.
Yeah. But I got on a little tirade over that. Just a little bit of a tirade.
Well, do you have any opinions on this, Satsuki?
Not really. I don't know these people. I've never been tapped into the Star Wars franchise, so no real opinion.
Next question. Which of these people would you rather be your roommate? Puri Puri, Prisoner, Tonpa, or Yamai? The Light Roller?
Who's Tompa again?
Tampa's from Hunter x Hunter.
Oh.
So literally, your choices are a criminal rapist, a troll, or a yandere.
I'll go with Tonpa, even though I don't know who they are. I'm gonna look them up.
I'm gonna go with Puri Puri, Prisoner.
Oh, okay.
We could work out together.
No. That's not happening. See, he's going to take something.
That's fine. Dude's hanging brain,
I don't think that's fine.
I mean,
I don't know if you looked up his criminal record, his rap sheet. You may want to look at it.
Can't be worse than my neighbor. His dog poops on my lawn every day. I have to clean it up. It can't be worse than that. I'm picking Puri Puri, Prisoner. There's no way this could be anything but good.
Best of luck.
Maybe great, actually. Who knows?
And she was never seen from and heard from again.
Definitely didn't sit right after that.
See you the next day. Oh. Hold on, let me get on my side. Oh. Hello, KOA.
Next question. Who wins this overpowered battle royale? Aizen with every Bankai, Naruto with every Jutsu, Giorno with every stand, or Vegeta with every Infinity Key?
Does it really matter what the character is if they have every power within the universe?
Yeah, I don't think
guess
so.
Not.
I guess Vegeta.
I guess their mentality would be taken into place. So if we were to do that, Naruto is going to be as cutthroat as everybody else with all the jutsus.
Well, Aizen with every Bankai.
That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he said Bankai specifically.
Yeah, every Bankai.
Because I don't think... No, I can't say that because that's a spoiler. Every Bankai isn't as overpowered as every stand, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Stands border on the... not border. They can warp reality, a lot of them.
Well done.
The Sun stand.
And that shit was so powerful until they threw a rock.
There was a stand where somebody was literally a battleship.
Oh, the rapist monkey.
That was a weird episode. Like, the whole ship is a stand! And it's a gorilla! Using a stand?
And he's smoking and he's lusting over 13-year-olds. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what JoJo is.
Rocky just He's making animals the villains.
Yeah, that's true. Dogs
And he's
are always
dishing
getting killed.
justice too.
Yeah. But I would say Giorno with every stand. From what I know, stands warp reality completely to the point to where if they use a stand, you wouldn't even. Wait, what?
Well,
What happened? Wait,
Uh-oh.
what?
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 hello.
What happened? Hello?
Oh, please don't tell me my internet went out.
What is happening right now?
Wait, can you hear me? See?
I can hear both of you. Yeah.
I guess something happened to EA.
The stream quality for you guys just dipped. I think it's a Discord.
Oh, did we
issue.
turn it to Crab Satsuki?
No, you just got really blurry. Oh, EA
left.
dipped. Oh, EA's back.
He's back.
Yeah, I think a Discord. We're experiencing a Discord issue.
Yeah, his camera's still not on.
Yeah, EA. Yeah, because like both
EA.
of your camera qualities dropped.
I'm back.
He's
back.
What happened? You were talking about something, and all of a sudden you were going,
Probably just a Discord issue because I'm looking at Discord. I was looking at Discord the entire time, and I didn't really have any hiccups on my side. And C said he could hear me, so
Yeah, I could hear both of you guys, but
that's going to be weird in the playback.
Your visual quality and on your cameras dropped immensely for me.
I take offense to that. I'm visually quality.
But is Crab EA visual quality?
Crab EA is perfection.
Crab EA. This is Crab EA. I'm Zoidberg all of a sudden.
Gotta get that meme from E3 where he's like, "This game is based on a historical fact. Now, let's fight this giant crab."
He turns into the CGI scorpion.
From the Mummy Returns,
Yeah.
the Scorpion King. Oh, that even for 2001, that was terrible.
And
there was some good
ugly.
CG.
Matrix
But
came
that
out.
was awful.
Didn't Matrix came out the same year?
Matrix came out in '99.
The second one.
But Lord of the Rings, if you look at it, was made in the early 2000s. It has some of the best CG you'll ever see, and it was like made
Jurassic
back then.
Park, also a good
Jurassic
one.
Park was made in '93 and looks amazing.
Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. I'm coming for you, Hogan.
But yeah, I think to answer the question again, I think Giorno with every stand would be super powerful.
Let's do it. I'll agree.
Philip says, "Get the likes up so our boys get better network service."
Yeah,
it's true. Drop a like if you haven't already. We're at the end of the show, so. Next question: which universe would you rather live in as a powerful character? My Hero Academia or Naruto?
I'm in the world of My Hero because I can get my own quirk. I don't know what it will be, but
Crab.
I don't know.
You turn into a crab. Crab quirk.
That's a perfect. There's everything animated. When he thinks about crabs, he turns into a giant crab. That's the announcer in the show.
I'm picking Naruto. Being a ninja's fucking cool.
I'm picking Naruto. Oh, go ahead.
No, continue.
I was gonna say I'm picking Naruto, and the reason is because you could be a powerful Naruto character and not really have any responsibilities as far as a hero, being a hero or anything of the sort. With My Hero, if you're a powerful character, they're gonna take notice of you, and you're gonna have to do stuff. I kind of just want to be myself and not have to do anything. So, yeah, because there's some characters in Naruto that are pretty powerful that don't do anything. So, my answer.
I would also like to meet Tsunade.
Can't keep doing this.
And That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into the world of Naruto. I'm going to be.
Stink.
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna visit Tsunade regularly. We're gonna have an amazing relationship. I'm going to take care of her in her old age. I'll give her back massages. I'll take her on long strolls in the park.
Burn in hell.
I'll pick dandelions from the garden and hand them to her and say, "This is for you, my sweet buttercup."
Shaking my head. All I could do.
Next question. Which of these characters would get canceled first if they had a Twitter? Makima, Ghetto, Lord Frieza, or Rudius?
Oh, Frieza, 100%. He calls people monkeys all the time. He would 100 get canceled. Rudius, I have to think about this. Ghetto. Well, he calls people monkeys too.
But here's the problem with Frieza. I feel like if Frieza had a Twitter, he wouldn't post. He wouldn't give a fuck about Twitter.
But if he did,
that's what I'm saying. If he he would have one, but not really. Frieza isn't the type to be on social media. Frieza is the type to just
what is that thing?
literally blow you up.
What is that thing?
Yeah.
It's called X. Sign me up for that.
I'll crit you on Lord Frieza.
I think out of all the people on this list, I think Rudius is the most suspectable because, he was a regular person before all this stuff.
Yeah, Makima would just take advantage of the situation and become like a.
Makima would be like, Makima would be like the president of Twitter. Or whatever the fuck that means. But yeah, she would know how to manipulate her way out of social media. So
yeah, she would talk to Elon Musk and say, "Look into my circle eyes.
See the spiral?
I want to be part. I want to own Twitter now." And he'll just go, "Okay."
Transfer.
Well,
Makima is now the owner of Twitter.
I made PayPal and I bought Twitter and I'm also the CEO of Tesla. So I have lots of money.
Cut to Makima's ass.
Elon dies.
Thank you, Elon. but I think Rudius in this situation because he's just he's a regular person for the most part, and he would, with what we know of him, he would definitely be a frequent Twitter user.
Oh yeah, he'd be a Trump supporter. Let me tell you,
he would be like anything bad. I don't want to get into. I don't even think I can say what he would be, but yeah,
he'd be a P. And then he would have a ball of dough.
Oh, I know what you're trying to say. But, I just say Frieza just because let's just say he does get into Twitter. The very first thing he types, he would get perma-banned from Twitter. He would be like, "All Saiyans are monkeys, and then people will be going, "Dude, that's racist." They'll be adding, people retweeting, quote tweeting him and stuff. And I don't think he'll even try to deny it. It'll just be like, "It's true," and then that would be it.
That's why I say I don't think Frieza would be canceled on Twitter because I don't think he would post on Twitter because of him thinking of this stuff as a matter of fact. Okay, so let's just say, EA, you think sugar is sweet, correct?
Oh yeah.
Frieza thinks Saiyans are monkeys. That's not an opinion that he would scour the internet to, how do you guys feel about this? He just thinks it. I don't think he would ever go on the internet to validate his opinions or probe other probe for information on certain things. He would just say it. Now he would definitely be canceled if you put a camera in front of him in every instance. But I don't think he would ever go to Twitter to say this type of stuff. He would just say it. He'd be like, "Hey, wait, things are monkeys." Look. Yeah, yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I
suppose.
I think maybe I would replace Makima on this list with either Himeno or Power.
Power would definitely say inflammatory.
Power would be like, look at how many times I can twit each day. Are you not impressed, Deku? Or Deku. Denji.
I wanted to call Denji Deku now. That's fucking hilarious.
Deku's just in there. I don't know about this power. I think it's just not a... Stop being a pussy. Let's go ahead and fight these people. Well, I mean, it's just...
Humans, I learned that you guys hate it when you see something horrible. Here is this image of a man getting his head chainsawed off. Ha 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 ha. Immediately banned.
Yep. Powers that
look at how I take a shit and don't wipe my ass.
Oh, God. Just turned on like 5.
You can feel my boobs. Look at them. Delete.
Tweet has been deleted.
Last question.
Count has been suspended.
People always talk about how good some anime food looks. Which anime food would you not eat in a million years? This one's easy. This one's really easy.
Okay, so what's your answer?
Well, once I say it, there's no way you can disagree. Shizuka's, I think it's Shizuka in Slime Daddy with the toxic food that literally melts through the ground. That's also, by the way, haunted.
I mean, that's pretty funny. I don't remember it well, though. I mean, it's been what we watched Slime Daddy 2018, correct?
Yeah, a long time
Almost
ago.
5 years.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember it that well, to be honest.
I think this is from an OVA. Like, literally, they go on a picnic. She makes the food. The food literally melts through the ground, and it turns into a monster, and they have to kill it.
Like I said,
Wow.
that's
I think I
funny.
remember that, actually.
That's funny, but I don't, I don't really have anything to draw from. That. I mean, like I said,
I would probably not eat the food in Maiden Abyss, especially when they get to that area where it just looks absolutely disgusting. No,
100% agree.
Nah, I'd eat that food. Looks like some good shit.
You'd eat that food, and you know what you would do? You would go to the toilet that wipes your ass clean.
I'd be going to Puri Puri Prisoner. Me and him head down there, the abyss. You know what I'm just saying? For a little stroll.
Everything about that world.
We'll get George Lucas. He's feeling down as of late, so we'll get him, cheer him up.
He's feeling down.
Heck, we'll bring.
Yeah, I would not eat that food. Sorry. Anything and everything in that area would not eat. I'd starve before I ate anything.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice. Burb is in the chat. He says Rudy would be the account you'll see R34 all over your timeline. In the morning, afternoon, evening, night, all day, retweets lots of Rule 34, and then tweets about losing his virginity to Sylphie.
He's definitely getting a lot of
R34.
Rule 30.
Rule 34.
Means.
It's just
the site
basically
where anything and everything goes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hentai.
And he also says power would be racist tweets.
Probably.
It certainly wouldn't be PC. That's for damn sure.
Personal computer?
Politically correct.
Damn.
Or people correct.
Well,
because we here at the King of Anime podcast, we are PC. We talk about Puri Puri Prisoner and how You know what? The toilets. I'm gonna stop.
Take that to the bank. PC punk.
You snowflake.
EA, I have a question for you.
Is it about me being PC? Because I'm totally friendly.
EA, where is the Mexican aliens? Where are they?
You'll never find out. Well, actually, I take that back. I would assume in Mexico. Just saying. Because, yeah,
Listen,
isn't that where they would be?
I need to find my brethren. I've already found.
Are you also a Mexican alien?
I don't know what you're talking about. EA,
Mason.
where can they find you and maybe possibly the Mexican aliens?
What does the numbers mean?
Well, like I said before, you could probably find them in Mexico. As for me, you can find me over at my channel, Everything Animated. We got a treat for you coming up this Saturday. This Saturday, it's going to be the last 3 episodes of Rent a Girlfriend, Season 3. And it's going to be done in an absolutely different way. Before we would watch all the episodes, well, we decided to have fun with this last 3. C Tactics is going to watch episode 10. I'm going to watch episode 11.
Forgot.
And Rising Sun Reviews is going to watch the season finale, episode 12. So C is going to watch 10 and describe it, and I'm going to have to put the pieces together. Then I'm going to describe episode 11, and then Rising's going to put all the pieces together, and then he's going to watch the last episode. And it's going to be super fun. Please join me at that channel, and we will discuss it in great detail, because there's no way they're going to make a season 4 of this, right?
Right?
Right? I mean, okay. Catch me there. And there might be some things with Twitch or something. I don't know. Someone's telling me something about Twitch these days. Danganronpa. All that wonderful good stuff. Catch me there, or be square. And don't forget to wear your underwear.
Satsuki, do you agree with this?
I agree for the most part. I will say though, where you can find me and the Mexican alien is on my channel, Sasuke the Savage, as well as Sasuke the Savage with a DA on my Twitch, where at the present I'm only posting or streaming on Saturdays right now, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you can't make it that time, I mean, I usually stream the entire day, sometimes into the night, most times in the night. And I play Persona 5 Royal. I'm going to play Fire Emblem 3 Houses soon. And I'm playing Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulation soon. And a slew of other games. SpongeBob Bikini Bottom. I do plan to play Final Fantasy X at some point. So that's all the things that's going on with my gaming stuff. With Sasuke the Savage on Twitch. Satsuki the Gamer on YouTube, where I cut my videos and edit them and put it on YouTube. So you can find me on Satsuki the Savage, Satsuki the Savage on Twitch, and Satsuki the Gamer on YouTube.
As for me, find me on the C Tactics. I will be tomorrow as well uploading a video on the second channel for Bento, which is my Chainsaw Man channel, on the newest chapter of Chainsaw Man. However, on the main channel, there is a big week ahead of for me, as I plan to do a video every day this week. Not Saturday and Sunday, but Monday through Friday, there will be a video every day. Today we had an AOT video. Tomorrow we're going to have a video on the newest chapter of JJK. Wednesday is going to be something. honestly, I can't. I think it may be another AOT video. I still have yet to decide. And then Thursday is going to be a JJK video, and then probably another AOT video. I can't decide the order for which, but you'll see. You'll see when you know. So lots of stuff going on this week, but if you haven't already, join the KOA Patreon. It's just $1 for KOA Plus. Soon we're going to be, I guess, covering the Madoka Magica movie. We'll see. And as well, Sansuke and EA are going to do a stream about their alcoholism and how it's ruining their lives.
Wait. Alcoholism.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Later.